after yours.
Okay, it's not that
Hi,
one.
this is Attorney Petra Brownlee. I'm with Brownstone, PA. How are you doing?
But, you know what I'm saying? You should have kept, and I got proof for that too. I got another recording that I need y'all to hear.
I think the name is
Hold on.
Joshua. G.
0137. You said 4137 or 0137?
Hold on.
I can't say nothing because there's no way I can't communicate with anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why they do it? They see the kind of the new firms that are coming forward now. You follow?
Right.
They see it. They do.
All right, hold on a second. I gotta go get my stool so I can sit down because I ain't feel like moving my freaking radio.
Boy, I kept going to the same kind of.
Web, wrong with that, family. I'm gonna answer questions later. Anybody got any questions? I need to get this stool here so I can sit down. All right, 1 minute. Okay.
Boy, I kept going to the same kind of people, and they would come here and they sit down and have
Okay, hold on. I know y'all love hearing Bob's voice. Y'all like hearing him talk.
Well, Barbara, the two attorneys are coming to see you. They're coming to Florence. Let him tell you something.
Hold on.
Think about what I'm saying, okay?
Actually, come to think of it,
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all listen to at least half of it.
Is going to open up how the judge is just violating. Well, actually, the judge was not violating. The judge was new. He just didn't know what he was doing. That's what I come to find out after reading.
Right.
That just became a federal judge because Seals and them rushed him in there for the case. Because when other judge found out that I was a sovereign Native American chief, that he just recused himself. He got off the case immediately.
Right. Okay.
They sent me to New York for a psychiatric evaluation again, a third psychiatric evaluation. They were like, this man can get out of prison just by the fact that he's the chief of a tribe and is on record. He's Ben York's grandson of Lewis and Clark Exposition, and we got documented facts. That judge recused himself that day. He got off my case and said, you ain't changing lawyers, you ain't changing nothing. And they railroaded it straight down to Brunswick. Brunswick is where we had the Yahoo War between the Yamasee Native Americans and the Confederates. That's why they put it in that city. And they got that judge because he was born and raised there. They had a controlled, they controlled the jury, when you pick a jury.
Yeah, the pool.
And they controlled that. It was just so much. You know what I'm saying? It's like the poor girl who's having the case right now. What's her name? Jody?
Oh, you mean that, the one who?
Jody Aries, there's no way she's going to get a fair trial if she murdered a Mormon in a Mormon city. Come on. Ray Charles can see that. She's going to get a fair trial in a Mormon city and she murdered a Mormon and she's Latino. Hello? So that's the kind of stuff they do, and it's pathetic, it's sad, and it's really embarrassing for the country that there's people that have that racist instinct. I told y'all many times, no one wins the race in racism.
Right.
That's why the country's coming down, because they're trying to keep the president of the United States so occupied that he can't do nothing. They're trying to keep his hands out, getting involved in this, getting involved with it, and it's just so pathetic. Anything else you want to tell me legally or something? How are you?
I'm worried. I'm worried about you.
Old or worried? I'm the one that should be worried. I'm 68 years old. You're still 20, so you shouldn't be worried.
No, I'm not.
Hey, Pop, this are you. I feel real good about these lawyers we got on this appellate case.
I just want to say she's probably the only female in the world that would have said, no, I'm not. If a man tells a woman she's 20 and she knows she's not, she would. No other woman on the whole planet No, I'm not. Oh. Yeah, go ahead. Well, I heard the voice of a male.
Yeah. Pop, this are you, man. I'm with you, baby.
Okay.
And so I feel real good about these appellate judges, lawyers we got here. This team right here, I feel real good about them.
You want me to tell you what I feel?
Yeah, what you feel?
The attorney that I hear speaking,
Yes.
Yeah.
Robert.
he speaks as fast as I do.
There you go.
Very few people talk that fast. Because we have so much stuff going on in your head at one time, you can't get it out.
Yeah.
I feel, so you got me, I told him right away, I said, I feel good. When I last spoke from the last telephone,
Yeah.
I told him I feel good. I
Yeah.
said,
You sounded like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And detail oriented. Yeah.
Right, I just wanted to let you know there's no confusion with me. Everything's running smooth. I mean, everybody here can tell you it's just going smooth.
it is with you. Everybody in the house is going to say the same thing. Everybody with Rico's going to say the same.
But Barbara, you know, and I wasn't going to get into that. I'm just saying that.
You all have to put aside your personal feelings. Okay, let me put it like this here. I know I'm the most handsome person on the planet. All of y'all love me more than everybody else, and everybody wants to do the right thing for me, and I really appreciate all of that. However, I'm being tortured while y'all are doing this. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. But you remember all the stuff I went through in Georgia, and now I'm in Florida, and I'm not going through that anymore, and I don't want to put myself in a situation and jeopardize all this hard, long work. It's like it's taking too long, and it's pissing me off. I want you to get out of there, Barbara. And I'm trying to, I've always been the type of person, even as a child. I was always play fair.
Relax and let go. Listen, I hear you, but what you just said is, I don't want to go through that again. And I'm like, while each one of y'all is saying that,
Barbara, they locked me up. Remember, I got arrested.
Okay, you're doing it again. I understand what you're saying, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. I understand that those people, every one of them would come, everyone would have, oh, God.
Yo, we got you, man. What's the next subject? What's the next subject you got to talk about? Time is running out.
Everyone would be making the same complaint. And I can't do nothing about it, because if I talk, who do I talk to on your behalf? They cut me off from everything. So who can I tell? Can I tell Nasir and them, will you please listen to this? No, because that's why they cut me off, because they're in between us. They listen to this, and that's why I was telling the attorney, just go ahead and move. When I told Mr. Tucker, I want to come visit you, right?
Yes.
Tucker, just get the stuff together and file, because if you come here, they're going to sabotage it.
Oh, okay.
When I was trying to get my teeth out to show that I'm not getting proper dental care, they sabotage it. First of all, legally, why are you monitoring my legal visit?
That's right.
Right.
That's illegal. That's right.
Law, and plus, and if you're going to monitor a legal visit by law, you're supposed to, the warden is supposed to draft a letter, and he's supposed to have gotten that from Homeland Security and the U.S. State Department saying you can monitor a visit. So how did you know I gave him two little teeth if I was in the booth number 9, or whatever?
13, it was 13.
Number 13, how do you see that from down there? You were sitting there actually monitoring a legal visit, and then you walked in on a legal visit, and you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to wait until the visit is over and then search the attorneys on their way out. But you're supposed to tell the attorneys before they come in legally that you're going to search them on their way out. So they violated a federal law, and that's what Tucker and them are moving on. They're moving towards that also. They're like, first of all, if y'all will take him to the DHO and sanction him, then we're going to file another suit. You follow?
Yes.
To justify why y'all were in it, why were y'all tapping his visit. We want to see all the legal documents. They're trying to hide the documents of the medical doctor here that said I didn't have angioedema. They're hiding them. Tucker and them are filing this to say, where is those documents? Because we have history for 12 years of this man. He had angioedema before he was arrested. The first night he was arrested, he was diagnosed as having angioedema. So how can you say way down the line that he doesn't have it? You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's the kind of stuff that's going on. So now that y'all have the right kind of firms to back you up, the right kind of attorneys.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? The last thing y'all need to do is have conflict between y'all.
Got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Attorneys are all going to agree on the same thing. How do we free this man?
That's right.
Right.
Once the attorneys read the book, The Kidnapping, I told everybody, give the attorneys the book, The Kidnapping of Dr. York.
Yes.
I'll
That
get
book,
you.
once the attorneys read that book, and they'll see the case, they'll be like, are you kidding?
Yeah, he already said it. They already said that. They were sitting here saying.
But let me say to the attorneys, yes, I'm kidding. These people wanted that land. That's what they wanted. They wanted that land because they were building a country club in Greene County, a golf course that Seals and all of them used to socialize with for their, you know what. And the only way they could get there is to pass by our land. Right. So they made me draw up for them a draft of the future plans of what I plan to do on the land. And once I submitted to the county this plan that we're going to have a water park and, stores, and then they found out that Blippies, is that right?
Yeah, Blippies
and a couple of other places came out and set up on the land during our annual powwows, and they said they want to put restaurants there on a full-time basis because thousands of people were starting to come. They saw what was going on there. I knew it was out for me. So what I did is I left in '96. I went to Liberia with the assistance of a government official called Vama. Son lived with me. I went to Liberia and I got my paperwork as a Liberian citizen, and within 2 years from my probation, I'm saying this so the lawyers understand too. For 2 years from my probation, the government of Liberia confirmed my nationalization, and then Mr. Vama said, you need to become a diplomat so these people can't be, just snatching you when you go back to America. So he went through the process of contacting Mr. Taylor, who was then in good standing FBI agent and president of Liberia. Taylor was, and he then appointed me as a career diplomat, not an honorary diplomat, a career redback. I have a redback passport stamped that I am a diplomat of the Republic of Liberia. And he said, now you can go back to America and do what you want to do. I was living in Clark County. I turned all the land over because of not having the citizenship no more. I turned all the land over to 9 members of the church there and said, now y'all got it. And the next week, you know what happened? The courts decided that I won the case. The next week. You remember that?
Right.
And within a month after that, I was in prison. Once I won the case, they knew that we can build, and that would keep them from being able to get, who hung out in Greene County out there?
Who?
Bush hung out there, so they turned the county from a Democratic county into a Republican county.
Oh.
You follow that? The red men, they call them. The Republican county, and that's when they changed all the officials, and that's when they came after me and said, we're going to get, but they did not know I was a diplomat. Because they didn't seize my redback passport because they were so busy looking for stuff they didn't find. They were looking for films of me and tapes of me with children, things they did not find. No evidence was presented in the case at trial. They didn't produce any tapes of me. And the funny thing about it, I'll tell you what was funny, is when they put up all this stuff, they had some pornography. Somebody ordered pornography on a computer, not my computer. They pulled it up and they said, and the attorney said, wait a minute, could you clear this, how do they say that word, can you clear this thing up?
Right.
The lady typed it and it came out, Abigail Washington was the one who purchased all this.
What?
Nothing in my name, no pornography, no pictures, no video, no DNA. I don't have the diseases that these people have. They have chlamydia and herpes. I don't have them. You understand?
Right.
So the case was dead in a deadlock. And they just had to put it into what they call a, is that right, kangaroo court?
Yeah.
That's the term. That's the term, yeah.
And they had to put it in the hands of people that just didn't give a darn about the American Constitution or the law. Just say, listen, we're sending this guy away, we don't care. And that's what he did. That's just that one of my daughters just visited Seals' office the other day.
Yes, they told me about that.
You got a doll of me handcuffed and a picture of me hanging.
Crazy.
That's something sick with.
I know they said that he got the doll sitting on a book that says slaves, and in the back of the book, he got the man of many faces and got the Malachi doll with handcuffs on it.
And another one hanging with a hangman noose.
Yeah, but why did she go there?
She said I know she's not playing with a full deck. You got that?
Right, okay. Yeah.
She said to someone she found some information that's going to help free her. It's probably because Leah is pushing her because they're building or something with her and Sakina.
Right.
So that kind of rigmarole. Anyway, so you understand what's going on, sir?
Thank you.
So, yeah, okay. What did you notice about the speaking speaking to the lawyer now, not Deborah. What did you notice about the case? Anything that would make me, go back to myself feeling a little better?
The first thing is is about the judge.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think we want to put our first line of attack on the independence of the judiciary.
Oh, that's a big word for me.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was clearly a non-independent judge.
Okay.
And I want to focus on that. Then I want to get a little bit more data about your diplomatic immunity.
Okay, that would be Tina. She has all that.
Okay.
Because we're going to put that in there, but I think that's going to be behind the first issue with the court.
Okay.
But I really like this diplomatic immunity issue because I agree with you. I said if you're not a U.S. citizen anymore and you were pronounced a diplomat.
Well, it's even further than that, right?
Yeah.
Fully at risk.
Hopefully, Dr. York, you can hear me. This is Jamie, the attorney that I spoke to originally. As Attorney Sirianni said, we want to hang this on the judge first, right? I've looked at everything that Ashley Royal did. I've been through it. I've been through what he said. He wasn't independent. He wasn't unbiased. There is absolute proof of that, including his own testimony or his own spoken word in the transcript explaining the work he was doing outside of the court doing his own research. An independent judge can't do that, period. End of story. There's a whole series of these issues that we can show.
How about the fact that he held it on money?
Oh, yes. We went over this with the group here as well. Yeah. That was a shot across the bow. Okay, that was a shot across the bow to the Nubians, to you, saying he doesn't respect your religion, he doesn't respect your race, he doesn't respect your ethnicity and your heritage, and he doesn't care. So he's going to do it on Martin Luther King Jr.'s day. Period. There are so many things like that, and those are further evidence of that bias of the judiciary. And as Attorney Sirianni said, being a citizen of Liberia is one thing, but when you're talking about a diplomat has certain statuses. I've seen it. I've been to New York. Attorney Sirianni's been to New York many times, the United Nations. We watch guys park there all day and have a dozen tickets on their cars. And guess what? Not a darn thing happens. You know why? Because they are a diplomat of another country.
I did that.
And that's so when we get this all sorted out, I'd like to be a diplomat too. Yeah. So, yeah, you're gonna have to help me with this. But in all seriousness, sir, we have multiple different attack angles on this. To go after this, to attack it, they hit it hard, right? This needs to be hit hard because, as you said, you're 68, you have health issues there. If they even find out that we're talking to you, they have reprisals, and this is not going to, we can't have that happen. We've got to hit this hard, and we're going to hit it on those angles.
You understand what they do to me?
Oh yes, and when we had our first call, I heard so many shocking things, and I would say to you that it's unbelievable, but we've heard it, we've seen it. We have other clients who've been in those same situations.
You ever heard of Attorney Rubino?
No, sir.
Florida used to be.
All right. So, hold on a second. Anyway, I wanted y'all to hear that audio from then. So that way you can, first of all, I want to say this. A lot of people in this tribe have been hiding the fact that I've been working for the master teacher for many years. I sacrificed my life. I worked very hard. There were members of this tribe that put me in jail twice. They locked me up. There were times where there were things, it's just a long story that I don't want to get into because I don't want to make this about me. You understand? This is about the master teacher. This is about his family and the things that they did to keep him locked up. Now, you just heard Baba say that Leah is Umke's sister. You heard him say something about Leah and Umke in the building. So now you know that I'm not making it up and I'm not lying. Okay? They were fighting over the building, fighting with each other, shootings and all this crazy stuff over power, over money, and over nonsense. And guess what? Who is the person that suffers? Who suffers for that, y'all? And so it's like, it's sad. And I know y'all got her little entourage on here saying all this negativity. Like, y'all got mental problems. And I'm going to tell you something. Tomorrow is the eclipse. So all you crazy people, you're going to get even crazier. Okay? And all the people that are elevating are going to elevate even higher. And let me tell you, I am going to share one thing that was told to me from the master teacher about the eclipse. Yes, Ashanti Zulu 144. What do you think about the solar eclipse? Okay. This planet was created by extraterrestrials. Okay? And so when things occur like this, with the alignment that's about to take place, is so that the master teacher can come out. He said that, he told me years ago, and he recently said this to me, that his incarceration is like a combination lock. He said, when you turn the combination to the right, you turn the combination to the left, and then you turn it back again to open up a lock. That's how his incarceration is. Okay? And so, Lamar Watson, I made you a moderator, so you can delete people too when they put stuff like that, or when they say things like that in the comments. So, as I said to you all before, that Uma York and her mother is putting stuff in her head, telling her children that they were born in a building, the building belongs to them, and y'all should fight for the building to get the building. And while they all fighting for money and power, and her sisters and his family that did this to them, I was doing my best, and I continue even to this day to do my best so that he could come out of there. I got a few more updates to do, because there's some more people that are part of this conspiracy. And for those of you who want to help me, again, my Cash App is $Jet. It's in the description. If you go in the description of this audio, I have my Cash App there. I have my PayPal there. And I also have my email if you want to email me. There's somebody that sent me an email saying that somebody named that calls himself Atun Ray is the Messiah. And no one knows who the Messiah is. Because if they knew who that child was, they would kill it. When I say child, it could be man, woman, of any age. Okay? And trust me, if they knew who it was, they would kill it. And that person who is the Messiah, they don't know that they're the Messiah. Okay? So, I wish y'all would stop with this, the Messiah stuff and all this other stuff, and y'all just get your lives together. Okay? Now, Baba said that the eclipse is like a combination lock. When you move it to the right, move it to the left, and then the numbers are passing. It's passing star systems and orbits. And when it gets to it's an opening. Okay? So I'm not going to get into that because this is not, Lamar Watson, I made you a moderator because you're always on my channel. Anybody get out of line, you can delete them and put them in timeout and all this because you got all these crazy people coming on my line, on my live, talking nonsense. Again, like I said, I'm working so that the master teacher can come out, okay? I'm working to help him. And I'm not talking about what I'm doing anymore. I'm not mentioning it to anyone anymore. I'm not saying anything. Y'all want to help me? You can. If you don't want to help me, so be it. You understand? I'm not going to beg anybody to do anything. I'm not a charity case, and I'm not a bum, okay? All right? If I wasn't working on this case for Baba, I would have already had things established where I wouldn't need financial support from the tribe, okay? And the ancestors always make a way for me, whether you help me or whether you don't help me. There are things that are going on that you don't know about that I can't talk about. And no, I can't talk about the eclipse because I don't, what am I going to say? What do y'all want to know? Read the books. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all should already know from within what that's all about. It's not a good thing. Put it that way. They having a party tomorrow about the eclipse, and they're making a big thing about, listen, it is the end of their 6,000 year rule. That marks the end. There's nothing going to be, it's only going to be natural disasters, catastrophes, stabbings, killings, crazy stuff happening. All right? That's what that means. It marks the end of their rule. And this is the great and dreadful day. Great for us and dreadful for them. All right? That's what that means. It's not good. Y'all already see what happened before it came in. The storms and all this stuff. The earthquakes and everything. Somebody said, tell those brothers in London or wherever they're teaching from to take down that video saying he is the Messiah, because remarks like that endangers the life of Baba Yanun. Well, y'all are men. Y'all could do that. I'm not getting... Look, y'all. I do so much. And I do it because I care. Look, think about it. I could go live every day. I got so many letters, so much stuff. I could drop jewels on y'all and say this and say that. And I don't do that. I only come on live to tell y'all who is behind the Malachi Z. York's incarceration. That is why I come live. I could go every day, every other day. You don't even see me on this live once a month or every 3 weeks or so. And when I come, I'm coming with facts, confirmation. I'm telling y'all who's behind his incarceration. I'm telling you who's who. Listen, let me explain to y'all what's going on. Every time I need help, here they come with a gypsy switch, okay? What is a gypsy switch? This is what a gypsy switch is. Let's say I started my own business and I had a store. And I'm selling bagels in my store. Raisin bagels, all kind of bagels, fresh bagels. And I open up this store. And somebody else has a store across the street from me. And they see I have a grand opening. You know what they're going to do? They're going to have balloons. They're going to say, give out flyers and say free bagels. Come to our store and get free bagels. That is called a gypsy switch. So now all the people that had plans on going to that store, the new store with the bagels, is going to run across the street and get the free bagels. So what Uma York is doing, what the young elder is doing with the Empress, that other Native American lady, is they're doing what's called a gypsy switch. They're trying to get your attention from off of me and get your attention over there to them, right? So that way you won't help me. So that way we won't come together and bring Baba home. You over...
He said on the phone call, I hear you keep saying I. Tabitha Jack, if you in here, or if you listening to the live right now some type of way, I heard Pops multiple times tell you to humbly go to certain people. The call that I'm listening to, what he's saying is 10 years ago. I stood in the center and I said, young elder is on board. I don't know what happened before I got here, but when I show up, There's no time. Any of this dissension shit. Young elder on board. He got more information on who put a hit out on you. Let's talk about it. She went off on me. Sometimes I can't believe this shit happening to him. When all people had to do was work to fucking gather. I can't believe this shit happening how it's happening. Even with me knowing the sacred behind why this is taking place. How these people act and have acted. It's like, I don't understand. I said I built the platform up for this very purpose. Who got all hands on deck? Let's walk forward. Brother Young Elder, on board. He may not know everything there is to know about the case. I don't know everything there is to know about the case. But guess what? I got some information. He got some information. I told y'all what they were trying to do, didn't I? I said they trying to split Uma, me, Young Elder, and Jet. They're going to try to split it up and send us in 4 different directions. Because the 4 of us moving forward, it would have been a sealed deal. They started with Young Elder and Uma. They had some niggas who was just some regular ass, degular ass, never had a soul ass street niggas. They came to Uma and said, Young Elder took the video down. Young Elder had just called me saying, yo, you still got that video? Somebody sent you the video with Uma? I said, yeah. He was like, yo, send it to her. Then Uma get on the phone with me. She say, Young Elder took the video down. I said, no, he didn't. He just got off the phone with me and told me to send the video to you. And he sent me the screenshots of YouTube telling him why. Cyberbullying is what they called it. Interestingly enough. Right? I'm like, Uma, don't you get it? Do you underestimate COINTELPRO? Do you underestimate them? I said, you did all, listen. You see how fast this man moved for you? Cleared up any confusion. And now what you needed to say is getting out. I said, who the fuck are these people who told you that? She's like, I know these people. These ain't even involved in nothing. They just regular street niggas. I said, listen to what you just said. They don't care if Pop live or die. Why the fuck are you listening to them? Well, they got my best interests at heart. I said, they might think so. But you might want to remember how deep the Agent Smith effect goes. Regular vessels get used. Have you going against a brother who all he trying to do is what you saying you trying to do is see Pop home. I'm not interested in nobody background and how many this they did and how many. No, when you step forth and you put your feet out toward that work and your hand out toward that work, you on my side. I said, be cautious. I said, I'm telling you what they about to try to do. I said, whatever the work is, they don't want me, you, Young Elder, and Jet to be able to move. I said, this is where you fight. You don't roll with the energy. You fight. I thought she heard me. Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. That same day I talked to her, Tabitha, and Young Elder in one day. Right? Or in one 24-hour period. And when I got the call from my brother, that he got a call from Baba G, and said Imam Isa has been released from prison. I hit up Tabitha. I mentioned that to her. She straight bypassed it and continued to go off about how she didn't like what I was saying about Young Elder potentially not having anything to do with her having a hit on her. I got a phone call with Young Elder where he's literally saying, yo, whatever Tabitha need, I'll help her. And you want to know why he was saying that? Even with her coming out against him? You want to know why? Because of me. You like, bro, Faise, if you saying it, he said, I'll work with her. Whatever it is she need to do, whatever we need to do, we'll get her on the calls, get her in front of more people. You cannot tell me that somebody being able to move pieces around so that more people can access them is opposition. So I'm not understanding one key thing. If you need help, then why are you turning all the help away? Y'all know me. If you don't know me, you better find the fuck out. I don't care about anything this world got going on. Everything I'm doing is centered on Dr. York. Everything. So if this lady was able to get her shit aligned in that, there's nothing that I would stop at to help her. There wouldn't be a retainer fee that's too big. There wouldn't be nothing. Y'all have to understand. People have been doing magic to keep him in there. Listen, there are very few people who understand how magic actually works. Very few people. There are people who've been doing magic on the relationship that they see with me and Mrs. Faise to try to cause it to be severed. I have to constantly explain, this is magic, that's magic. Why? Because I know what magic looks and feels like. And magic work like this. Something will be moving, and then it won't be. And everybody be switched up, flipped up, and trying to figure out what happened. Only the motherfucker who know what just happened gonna know what happened. Everybody else, they just go with the energy. Right? So everything I do is for a reason. You don't hear Mrs. Faise on here reading the X Marks the Spot book for no reason. You don't see her get posted on my story with me and we both surrounded by rainbows for no reason. And I could tell y'all who it is, but I'm not going to give them the pardon because if I say their name right now, they ain't going to get what's coming to them. So I ain't going to say their names. But they already showed me who they are. And it's a sad summer for them. You understand? They did magic trying to keep Pop in there. So how do you explain this to people who say they spiritual? But look, y'all, like I said, I wasn't able to speak for a while. I'm literally not supposed to be speaking now, but do you think I give a fuck about that? Do you really think I give a fuck? where the longer I don't speak, the less sense this shit make. You understand? There's a challenge now. The challenge is, can y'all stand? And I'm not talking about working together with every fucking body, because everybody ain't on the walk. But if Tyba Jet is the one who need help, not only do we need to be helping her, she need to get her shit together to be able to receive help. Because I'm listening to what Pop's saying, not what everybody else saying. He's saying key words. He said sabotage. I know how he speak. I know how this moves. I'm like, yo. Because you got these people over here saying these people sabotaging. These people over here saying these people trying to finesse. Yo, Uma took her aunt to court over her father. Uma did a lot of work behind the scenes. You understand? Uma wouldn't work with Jacob York. All right? The conversation about not playing with a full deck. It's a lot of motherfuckers not playing with a full deck, partially because they never had all the cards to begin with. That don't mean they hand can't help. Like, what the actual hell? That's why I tell y'all, Pop come home. If he don't give me further instruction, my hands is off this. They would do all this to him. This world would do this to him. It ain't even just this government family. It's family members. People who were wives, children, associates, people who he fed, looked after, clothed, put in position. Everybody made it about them. So what I noticed, even though she had a long ass audio message for me, you know what I mean? How she don't like bitches and all this other stuff. Don't be a middleman. And I just listened to it. On this, YouTube video, she said my name for like 3 seconds. She said, Raul Bat Phase 1. Okay, if it's Raul Bat Phase 1, don't there need to be a conversation had as to why the fuck you blew up on me? And I never went big about it. Why would I not go big about it? One reason, I didn't feel it necessary. 2 reasons, I didn't want that shit to be brought in Pop direction because of how close she is to Pops. You know how this is how we move when we give a fuck. I ain't want that shit to bleed over into what if she over there that close to Pops. So here I am like, bro, damn, bro. Because if I knew all the ins and outs of this shit, I would have did this shit. I would have started this shit so young. I would have took all the legal routes and all that. I wasn't aware that just anybody could do this. Just anybody could get a lawyer. Anybody can set up a call. Anybody. I didn't know that. Why? Because they was kicking it like only the administration can do it. And they right. For all these niggas in the UK, you Sabian niggas in the UK, who done came out and just started saying all kind of shit, just merging and splurging all the old teachings, and you slipped up and allowed it to be presented that he's the Messiah, why would you do that? Why would you say that? Or present that when he said out of his mouth, I am not the Messiah. He said, I am not the Messiah. So you got these people thinking, oh, he says he's the Messiah. But he doesn't, though. Who sent y'all? That's all I got to ask. Who are you working for? Certain things we know from being born into this walk or this movement, or born into this walk or this movement. There are certain things we know, certain things we say, certain things we do, certain things we don't and won't do or say. And one of those things is that he's the Messiah. We would never say that. Dr. York is the Messiah. We wouldn't say that because it'll go against what he said. So who sent these people? And like I said, y'all put on that guard. Y'all sit up there, speak the language sporadically. You get your views. Who are you? We don't know you. Exactly. Speak up. We need info. Exactly. They trying to play this clout game. They trying to play this I want to be special. I never had a purpose game. There's a lot of people trying to play that game. This is somebody's life, isn't it? And you just heard him say it. He said, while y'all doing all of this, I'm being tortured. And she jumped right over that. And he said, you just did it again. He said, okay. You just did it again. You made it about you. We're talking about Taba Jet. Y'all know my standpoint. Y'all know my standpoint. I said what I said. Don't ask me what we need to do to this place. Don't ask me. Let me do more research. Don't ask me. He already shouldn't be in there. To leave him in there is retarded. And do all of these people who speak down on him know what Malachi has been going through for 22 years? Do they know that this person has been tormented, going through things that people who actually commit these crimes don't go through? Have they looked into that? I just wanted to come on and say that people had opportunities to work together, Pop. I'm a witness. And I know a lot of this is magic. I know a lot of this is spell work. And I'm like the only person that's awake that can see that it's actually spell work, not just people making decisions. A spell get on you or get in you, you might as well be possessed. Somebody else might as well be driving your vehicle. Spells happen circumstantially. You think an accident that took place, it wasn't an accident, it was set up for that. Spells play on the ley lines and move across the grid of your reality. That's how I move spells through music to counteract the spells that they're pushing out through music. That's why my magic is so potent, because ley lines, grid lines, rhythm, key signature, all that in music, staff, go hand in hand. It's all connected like a cord. Uma, Young Elder, Tabajet, Phase 1 was about to happen. And if there were more than just one of us that actually was an active magician, it would have worked. But you got to use the green light and above, which is what I already prepared people for. I said, everything I taught you is upon us. Right? It's straight up real. I prepared you for it. I was in green light in the F Black History movie, music video. You want to know what my voice wasn't able to speak? So I wasn't able to come on here and break down. And even as I'm talking to you now, it's just me bucking. Because I'm like that. Right? Everybody was focused on the solar eclipse. Nobody focused on the planetary alignment. It flew right over us. The only ones who observed it and did any science and alchemy with it collectively are the orators or the torchbearers who picked up the book, knew where to go, knew what to do, and at what time and why. All of it was science. Everybody was focused on the moon and the sun sign. What about the other planetoids or planetary bodies, celestial bodies? There was an alignment on 4-4-4-4. Why you say that? Because April 4th, 2024, 2 plus 2 is 4-4. But what was everybody on? The eclipse. This is why I'm telling y'all, if it ain't viral, ain't nobody gonna be able to speak on it or break it down or explain it. Like I could tell you now, the science of August 12th will be imprinted this year again. And I will ask again, what is to take place August 12th? And I will ask again, who among you is actually ready? As you stand, even with the Sabian garb or Nubian garb, okay, above other religions, and you look down on them, right? You got people saying, throw away the holy tablets. It's old and can't let go of the Abrahamic religions. Look at all these people. They're still here. Are they not? Yet they have said that they're going to ascend and get out of here at certain points that they would not have known about if it were not for Dr. Melakazi York. You think it a coincidence that these points, 2 in number, are June 26th and August 12th? You think it a coincidence? 8/12/11. Huh? You think it a coincidence? June 26th. Dr. Malachi York's birthday. Bring him through the gate. And I asked, where are y'all going without him? He said, what about you, Faise? One day you'll understand. I'm not here. We watching everything. I'm not here. And I won't be here. In the 9th hour, how can it still not be clear to people? Everybody just made all this fuss about the moon going in front of the sun. They made predictions. They made prophecies. They went to church about it. They went to TikTok and Instagram about it. They did YouTubes about it, Zoom calls about it. And nobody wondered to themselves, isn't this what Dr. Malachi York did? Wasn't he able to tell people not only about the alignments that real astronomy backed up, but also what was going to happen around the time of these alignments? Did I not put in my book a young man called Anti-Diminished? And did I not say, we will see? As I got on the phone with him, I said, I'm going to be watching. We're going to see what you do. Right? I said, you are of the one you are of the reprieved. Right? I got the phone call. If anybody ever want to doubt it ever happened. Right? I asked their permission. I asked his permission. I said, yo, can I put your face on the cover of my book? He said, right. He said, you got it. You good. I said, I ain't going to tear you down. I'm going to big you up. Did I tear him down? No. Not even a month after the release of the book, they came for him. Like I said, they exploit. Right? And they about to cut my live. Like I said, they penalized me, y'all. So we only be having an hour. So I might come back on here and keep playing.
Understand? They want you to work with them. They want you to listen to them. They want you to send them the money so they can take money out of my plate, okay? So that way I can't help the master teacher get out of there, all right? Tell them niggas to produce facts like I do. Tell them to show you information that they know Baba, that they've been communicating with him. And another thing, that Williams and Williams law firm, that's fake. With Shalimar Richardson, but she's fake, okay? Why? Listen, if they're going to tell y'all they got lawyers in there doing something, tell them to present the facts. Tell them, show me. Look, on just about every last one of my channels, I always come with the facts. I always show y'all paperwork, documents, conversations with me and the master teacher about the lawyers in Congress. Like, come on, y'all. Who's doing the work? It's not them, it's me. And Uma York is jealous. They're jealous because their mother is not in my shoes. Okay? Your mother got the boot a couple of years ago, over 20 years ago, and you're freaking upset. You know what I'm saying? And so now you're upset and you're coming for me and you're trying to do it by saying, my father. But I just showed y'all. Look, y'all. Look at this girl. I just showed y'all what she about. Look at her. She went on this man's show. She went on this show talking, slandering Dr. York. Talking about her father was walking around with a bunch of bald-headed women. And her husband was complaining, talking about somebody molested his child. That was your, look, that was your daughter's mother got with that brother. And that brother was touching her daughter. What does that have to do with us and Dr. York? You understand what I'm saying? And my thing is this, he's going to say, oh, the reason why he didn't do anything was because Joaquin was hiding Damian Pryor, Duswa, Dale Elaine Brown was hiding Duswa in her house. Okay, he wasn't there for long. You could have went and stepped to that dude. Listen, let me tell you something. I had a daughter or a son, and a man raped my child, molested, essayed my child, or did anything to my freaking daughter. You think he gonna be walking around? It's going down. Ain't nobody gonna write me, and I'm not saying this to discredit what he said, Baba said. He's blaming the master teacher for what happened to his daughter. No, your wife was sleeping with a sick man. Listen, Dr. York told her so many times when she went up on a visit to get away from him. He said, get away from that dude. He's sick in the head. Get away from him. He's sick in the head. Get away from him. He's sick in the head. And guess what? She would leave him and then go right back to him. So whose fault is that? How is that our fault? Like we condone men messing with little girls. You know what I'm saying? And then this dude, Taharka Bay, gonna say, oh, they making they supposed to be passing some law making it legal for men to sexually assault young women. That's what I heard, or children or whatever. And he's trying to act like we a part of that. That nigga's a devil, man. Taharka Bay is a devil. I called it out. All right? Because you talking crap and you trying to affiliate us with something that we're not a part of. Uma York is responsible for her own life. Stop blaming Dr. Melakazi York. He's been incarcerated for 22 years. Where's your Range Rover at? Where's your Benz? Where's all your money? Why y'all not doctors and lawyers and you claim that, you was held back and, you couldn't do nothing with your life. You was on the land and y'all blame. All right, y'all free now. Y'all not on Tamaray. And by the way, no one was forced to live on the land. Y'all trying to act like we a cult. Let me answer this question for me, family. The Jewish community, they got their own schools, right? The Jewish community have their own school buses for their children. They have their own temples. They got their own grocery stores, right? They got their own community where they live. I know, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. It's nothing but Jewish people everywhere. They own all these houses. Why when we do it, why would Dr. Melakazi York say, look, I'm going to get my own land, 467 acres of land. We're going to have our own language. We're going to have our own culture and way of dress. We're going to wear our petard. We're going to rock our Mitch down. We're going to wear our nose rings and our artifacts and our bangles and wear our sidewalk kameez, which is called the Butler and the Wobbies. We're going to wear our thing, and it's going to be our thing. Why when we do something, we got to be a cult? But when the Jewish community does it, they're not. Even the Amish people, they living in the 1600s. They curd their own milk. They make their own cheese. They make their own bed. They dress the way they want to dress. But when we do it, we're a cult. Then y'all trying to affiliate us with Nature Boy. That dude is HIV positive. He was letting them girls fight each other and was living like freaking animals, and they were all sleeping with each other. We had 476 acres of land. Let me show you again. Look at this. Why are we a cult? Look at this beautiful picture. That's the brother Taharka from Trinidad. And I believe that's his wife, his daughter, and their family. They're all Sabaeans. This is Dr. Melakazi York. Look at this beautiful picture. Every 24,000 years, a pharaoh incarnates. That is the truth. This is our pharaoh. You never met him. You don't know him. See, we know. Just look, this picture with his eyes, that is real. His eyes is like that. He's an extraterrestrial from another planet. All right? Wake up. This is a serious man, a powerful man that did this for his people. And for y'all to say that about him is wrong. This is Dr. Malachi York, the master teacher. Melchizedek, in the flesh. He came to wake his own people up, and they took that from us. They lied on him. Look at this brother influence from Dr. Malachi York with his wife and kids. Why would he be around a pedophile or be affiliated with that with his children? Think about that, y'all. This is Baba's daughter, the beautiful Hadessa. Uma York is not the only freaking child that he has. So cut it out. Look at the Black Pyramid. A lot of people saw UFOs when they was on Tamaray. Stop lying on this man. Stop lying. He is our Pharaoh and our God. And if you don't like it, too bad. Because y'all got your white Jesus, y'all got your Chinese Buddha, and we got our God. Panabab Yanun. The 19th elder from another galaxy. This is him in the flesh with us. And they put him in prison because it is. They put him in prison because of that. Look at all those people. Look at what he did. No. This is our Pharaoh, Panabab Yanun. Amunabab Kakta Zetsui. We got our own language. We got our own culture. We got our own way of life. We got our own way to eat, to live, to drink. We got our own chance. Y'all just don't appreciate it. Y'all are just in the mind. Y'all just got, your minds are messed up, destroyed from years and years of being enslaved by the devil. That's what the problem is. And y'all going against a brother that's innocent. He did not do those things. I just let y'all hear it. And I'm the sister that's working to help him. And if you don't like it, get off my channel. Look, let me tell y'all something. It's okay. I don't get upset when I see stuff like that. Because guess what? If what I'm saying ain't real, and if what I'm saying has no validity, and if I mean nothing, if the master teacher is not who he is, why are they on my channel, y'all? Think about it. Because guess what? I don't go onto Hardica Bay's channel. I just heard what Uma York said and what her mate said about the master teacher. And that's why I got upset. Somebody sent it to me. I'm not subscribed to his channel. I'm not subscribed to the Young Elders channel. I don't care what they do and what they say because I know them niggas is fake. They're not doing anything for their people and they're not going to be able to take you nowhere. Listen, the master teacher will be free. He will be home and he will be here. What makes him great is that he disputed the lies. That's what makes him great. He disputed the lies. Facts. Look at our language. We got our own ancient language. We got our own ancient culture. We are the Egyptians. He told us the truth about who we are. And he didn't ask the United States for anything. Even when he didn't have to pay taxes, he still paid his taxes. So this is what it is. You understand? Many are called and few are chosen. And that's what this eclipse is about. The chosen people will rise up. All right? It's our time to shine. And it's over for them. All right? Now, if y'all have any questions, I will gladly listen to y'all questions. Let me see. I got a lot of people said a lot of things. Let me go to the beginning. My Cash App is $Tabajay. Y'all want to help a sister out? Thank you, our sister. Doris Washington, thank you. Rahul Batzawaltat. Thank you, Alexis. Alexis, Babrina, you look beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sister, I appreciate you especially for this knowledge. Thank you. You're welcome. Colorish. I don't know what that is. I see a lot of stuff had to be deleted. It's sad. Okay, y'all got any questions? Before I end this live, I just wanted to make it clear. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing my thing. Oh, trust me. Look, let me say this to y'all. Hold on, let me get my book because I don't want to forget anything. Hold on. Rahul Bad, Gary James Gary, Rahul Bad. Thank you, squad. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I told y'all Jacob's mother was upset over Abigail and other women. And just so y'all know, this is for the passion for me, Rahul Bat Tamra, the brother Taharka. Abigail's father lived on Tamaray. Okay? Listen, you're talking about a family of people. These women that were in the master teacher's family, their families were there as well. Their mothers, their fathers, it's a family affair, bro. You trying to get involved with something that has absolutely nothing to do with you. You don't know. Abigail's father, Yusuf Washington, lived on Tamaray. Okay? He wanted his daughter to be with Dr. Melakazi York. What's the chance do we do? The 99 names of Allah, the prayers. Well, you said the 99 names of Allah. So wait on, let me finish this. So Abigail's father, Yusuf, I'm thinking about the Quran. Yusuf Washington lived on Tamaray, okay, for your information. That was her father that wanted her to be with Dr. Melakazi York. He didn't want his daughter being out there with some young man, taking advantage of her, abusing her with no money or whatever. So she was a part of his family. The father was right there, brother. So stop acting like Dr. York and all these women. Stay out of his freaking bedroom, all right? Why are you not focusing on what he's done all these years for his race and for his people? Even behind prison walls, he continued to write books with his hands, okay? Yeah, so now, and Hadessa's mother, her father gave her to Dr. York too. This is a family affair you don't know nothing about. I suggest you mind your business. Mind your business. You're talking about a very powerful man who's a multi-millionaire, all right? A master teacher who writes and reads over 12 different languages. Oh, let me let y'all see this. I'm glad. So I almost forgot this, y'all, because it's getting late. Hold on, I want y'all to check this out. There's a guy who was incarcerated. There was a guy who was incarcerated with Dr. Melakazi York. And, okay, good. There was a guy who was incarcerated with Dr. Melakazi York. And listen to what he said, y'all. Hold on. Listen to this. He was incarcerated with Dr. York. And it's sad that they only made the video.
Stay on top of your finances.
They only made the video 3 minutes long.
View your money from anywhere.
Hold on.
And get deeper in.
You say you was like on Malachi York as well?
Yeah, when I first came out, it was like in 2001. He was in Atlanta, and the whole road out of there, and I was going to court. And he was my next door neighbor. I also know, because I know because I attend some of his classes on the street down in Georgia, that I would appear in this the Wyoming Nation of Moors. You know what I'm saying? I had joined the Wyoming Nation of Moors at that time. It was the Ansar community up in New York, in Brownsville, and they moved out to Atlanta and became the Wyoming Nation of Moors. That's when it became Southern. That's when they appeared was the plan.
So that had to be a privilege for you to speak to them.
Right. Yeah, it's like a high priest I'm talking to. Like, A, he's smart. And you don't understand, like, when you deal with certain people like that too, they don't understand the small stuff. Like, the way you talk, the language, because this man speaks 10 different languages. And he's a spiritualist, so he's not really talking about the same things that you're talking about When he grew up there, we got no understanding about what you're talking about.
Is he teaching the same thing in prison that he was teaching?
That's why he's ADX, so he can't teach. Certain people, like, they put you in ADX because you have what they call, they feel like you got influence. Like, that's another reason what BG was doing, because he got influence. When you hit the yard, everybody will do what you tell them to do. And so that gives us a kind of security threat to the COs. You see what I'm saying? Because people want to do stuff for you. You know what I'm saying?
So what happens to ADS? They won't allow you to mingle with them?
You get your mail on the screen and all that. The child come to your cell. You have TV in your cell. There's no reason to be in your cell.
So people like, sorry to cut you off, Malachi, you're a person like him, he couldn't hit you.
No, they can't. They ain't gonna let him come out. He ADS with Larry Hoovers, the Jeff Fords. They don't let these type of people in the population corrupt like inmates because they got too much influence. They got too much influence. You know what I'm saying? And that's.
So wait a minute, they don't never get to come out?
No.
They never get to go and see outside, bro?
They gotta stay right there in Colorado. They don't come. You know what I'm saying? You got certain people that just can't be in population. But they feel like the control they have over the population. They feel like the individual is bigger than the compound. You know what I'm saying? So they keep you separated.
Yeah, that would drive you crazy. That would be
You can, if you're the right person. You know what I'm saying? Once you start to figure out your situation and you know that you ain't got no way out of your mind, got to grasp on something that can help you get through it.
Like you said, if you got a strong mind.
If you got a strong mind. If you don't, you'll hear about them trying to kill themselves, taking too many pills, and doing all type of stuff to try to, you know what I'm saying, get themselves out of situation.
Okay, I wanted y'all to hear that. Because that was a brother that was incarcerated with the master teacher. He was locked up with him. And he said that Baba's mind is like far advanced. And that a lot of this stuff is beneath him. You understand? And so he was like, he didn't want to, how you call it? He didn't want to say the wrong thing to Baba because Baba got a big mind. And they sent Baba to ADX. Why? They want to keep him locked up. Because a man like that with that much power over people, that has an influence over people, that they'll do whatever you ask them to do, they consider them dangerous. You understand? So you got this brother, Taharka Bey, slandering Baba on his channel, talking about a man. Nigga, what have you ever done? You've done nothing. You've done nothing. Before you open your mouth and talk about somebody else, tell me what you did. Show me what you've done for your race and your people, other than sit back on your gossip channel and talk about people. All right? So now, I just want to let y'all know that Dr. Malachi Z. York was set up by his own race, his own people, and he didn't have a fair trial. And all these people are coming on here now. Oh, let me tell you this too about the solar eclipse. They're all scared. All the people that are living foul, all the people that are doing wrong, all the people that did wrong, it's like a clock. It's like a universal clock. Their time is up, and they know it. Okay? So, it's like, they're afraid, and that's why they on this channel, because they want to know what I'm going to say. I'm not telling you nothing about what I know about the eclipse. I'm not telling you nothing. Read the books and figure it out. Anybody got any questions? As I said to you all, you know, my car is still sitting there. I don't have a vehicle, but I'm not worried about it. Something to happen, because something always happens for me positive. When the bad things happen, something good always subsides. I'm not worried about it because I think about the master teacher's incarceration and how long he been locked up, how long he been in there, and you know, it's sad, you know. And I'm like, dog, man, I'm upset about a car, you know. I'm more concerned about his life, you know. And you in Texas, just whatever book you want, just put it in a Google search and it'll come up and you can go online and buy it. Or There's a sister that I know. Hold on, let me, I gotta get her information. There's a sister in Chicago, put All Eyes on Egypt, Chicago bookstore. That's a bookstore that I know that's active. There's an All Eyes on Egypt bookstore in Brooklyn on 719 Bushwick Avenue. You can get your books from there. So you can get your books in Chicago or in Brooklyn. So anybody got any, he been in there a long time, we need a hashtag going for Baba ASAP. Yeah. Yeah, Raul Bad Phase 1. I wanted to tell y'all this. For the sisters who don't know, we have a dress code. Our dress code is what's called, and let me tell you this first. The people in the tribe, there's people in the tribe that don't want the new people to know how we dress. Because you guys that came on now, that are holding on to the rope, that are talking, reading the master teacher's books, y'all are his true followers. The people that were there then, they're gone. They left. They left him to die in prison, and they left and they moved on. But there are still some people that was in his life in the past that are still here, like me, right? And so the thing is, some of these people, they don't want y'all to dress correctly. So I want to tell y'all how we dress. The sisters, we wear wedges, platforms, not the high ones like the Herman Munster shoes. No, we wear platforms, and I wish I had a picture of them to show you. I'll do that another time. And we wear what's called a salwar kameez. I got my hair wrapped up because I washed my hair and it's wet and I don't want to get sick, so I tied it up, right? But now, the thing is this. We wear what's called a salwar kameez. S is in Sam, A is in Alpha, L is in Lima, W as in woman, A is in Alpha, R is in Roger. That's the first letter, salwar kameez. K is in King, A is in Alpha, M is in Mary, E is in Echo, E is in Echo, Z is in Zebra. Salwar kameez. We call them Butler Nawabis. That is one that I have on now. It comes with a shawl and it comes with pants. Okay? That's what the sisters wear. We only wear silk, cotton, linen, and I like crepe, We wear the best of fabrics. We do not wear polyester. We do not wear rayon. We do not wear fabric that's not, we don't wear synthetic fabric, okay? Also, sisters, when you buy your salwar kameez, what we call them in our tribe is Butler Nawabis. When you buy them, make sure you don't get the ones that have paisley design. Now, it can be tricky because the paisley designs can look like it's designed in gold, embroidery on the fabric. And if you don't know what paisley is, look up paisley design. And you'll see it on Google. It's P as in Peter, A is in Alpha, I is in India, S is in Sam, L is in Lima, E is in Echo, Y is in Yellow, paisley. We do not wear paisley. So do not get the salwar kameez with a paisley design. We wear cotton, linen, silk, the best of fabrics. Do not buy cheap ones. This is silk. I had this for the longest. They last forever, okay? You can hand wash them, or some of them you have to dry clean. It depends, right? So we wear salwar kameez, right? That's what the sisters wear. And for our shoe wear, we wear wedges. Wedges would be a shoe like this. This is my slipper. But this is like a wedge because it's all together, right? We don't wear heels. So do not wear heels. The math teacher said heels for the Caucasian race because their feet is like that of a dog, where their feet go down and they don't have the hoofs like that. So that's why they wear the heels and they walk in them. We don't wear heels, we wear wedges. We don't wear cheap shoes. It's better to buy you spend $150, $200 on a pair of good leather shoes than to buy a bad pair of shoes that's going to run down. You're going to buy another pair. No. We wear the best that life has to offer. Bible said we wear 22 to 24 karat gold. So if you buy something, make sure it's the best of gold. I can't afford it, but I did buy this for myself years ago. This chain was $700, and I bought this cartouche for protection. I had this for a long time now. But we wear the best that life has to offer, okay? And the sisters, we wear the midge down on the right, and you put a red on the end. You can wear any color beads in it, but on the end, you put a red, black, white, and gold bead, and I always put a cowrie shell on the end to hold it, to hold the bead in. And so, and sometimes you don't have to put beads on it. You could just put the red, black, white, and gold. And the brothers, they wear their Murdoch in the back with a red, black, white, and gold bead on the end. It's red, black, white, and then gold. And then I always put the cowrie shell on the end because, Africa. Now, we wear the petard. This is called, and the Indians call it the bindi. We wear this, right? And so you, when you wear it, you don't want to put it all the way down here. No, you put it where your third eye starts, and then the rest of it goes up. And you put, I don't know if you can see it, the big part goes down here, and the little part comes up. I've seen some sisters with the big part up here, and the little one, no. The big part goes down here, and the big second. I have a problem with me and my relationship with the man, okay? And that's what she did, man. She's not what y'all think she is. She on the line. My father, you're not his only child. Okay? This is what Baba said. And get buried, they must get permission from their Lord and Masters, which to travel abroad. Ask permission, get a stamp of approval from. That I wanted to say to you all is that when I was in that cell, they came to me and told me that I wasn't going back to New York. And I was like, wow. I was like, that's where I'm from. I don't know nobody here. And I was crying. And it was like, no, you're going to stay here and don't worry. Your life is going to change. And it did. And so they told me that lifestyle I was living wasn't good. And it wasn't. It was a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. Had a lot of fun shopping in stores. I mean, who wouldn't have a lot of fun? You get credit cards with $80,000 on it. You go get money and go shopping all day for free. And so what happened was when I got locked up in Georgia, I had to be expedited to New York because I was on 3 years probation. And I violated my probation. And I had to go get sentenced for my violation. And I thought they was going to let me out. Because Baba had gave me some prayers and said, don't worry, you're going to go home. You're going to be free. Say this 7 times every day. You're going to go home. So I thought when I got expedited to New York that I was going to be free. But when I got to New York, I was in MCC New York at 150 Park Row. And I had called Bun, who was in charge of the bookstore at the time. And I said, where's Baba at now? Because they kept moving Baba around. Because the last time when I asked him where was Baba, he said he was in Jones County. So then I asked him again, where's Baba? He said, oh, he at 150 Park Row. I said, that's where I'm at. He was like, yeah. I was like, oh, sweat, me and Baba was at the same places at the same time. And at that time when Baba and I was at the same place, all the lights went out in New York City because the crafts were there and they took me up. But I don't remember nothing. They just took me up. I remember I thought I was going to go home. Because some of us are not from here. Some of us are from other worlds, right? And yeah, that could sound crazy all you want to, but you see the picture behind me with the master teacher. You see there's a craft in the sky, okay? So that's how we're going out of here. We're leaving here. And this alignment has a lot to do with that. So, but I'm going to share this letter with you. This is what the master teacher wrote me because about us being at the same place at the same time. I'm going to read it. If you don't want to listen, you can leave. And if you want a copy of it, email me at ashantizulu@gmail.com. He says, I greet you, my beloved, with divine love, grace, and bliss, praying you're in the very best of health, both physically and mentally, coming to you by way of the most holy, holy, holy family, the true triune of love, peace, and happiness. The Heavenly Father, born in Sirius and given to rule over Orion, Osiris, and the Heavenly Virgin Mother, born in Sirius, given to rule over Sirius, Isis, and the earthly Son, born in Edfu Temple, here on earth, Horus, our ancestors, unified in unity as the real original Trinity, whom we call out to in prayer and chants at 9 a.m., 3 p.m., and 9 p.m., according to Psalms 55, 16 through 17. Now, I want to stop here and say this to you all. When you chant, you're calling on Asar, Osiris, and Hadar. Asar, Arashtat, and Osiris. They're the protectors over wickedness and evil on the planet. So when you're chanting, you're calling out to them. They're the protectors over evilness and wickedness on the planet, called the Holy Trinity. Okay? So y'all don't spook out thinking, you're talking to your ancestors too, but you're calling out to them as well, because the language is in the language that they speak on their planet, which is in Sirius and Orion. All right? He said, well, Tabajet, my love, I just wanted to keep up with you and your well-being. I noticed on the 2 photos of yourself in Liberia, you look very thin and you did lose much weight. And is it a health matter or you just dropped it? Just worrying? I never told you this. I was 9 years old, living in Teaneck, New Jersey. That was around 1953 and 1954. While walking at sunset, when I was first abducted by 3 grays, taken for 3 days and 3 nights, implanted in my nose with a tracking device that was removed in later life. My nose used to bleed a great deal back then. You can ask my sister Waki, Dale. Well, from then on, I would get abducted often. Yet every 10 years, the tall ones, not the grays, Riskians, would come to talk with me. And I say this because they told me you used to be one of my consorts in a past life. They gave all the details, yet in another letter, this one is about now. Well, as you keep up with the 10 years, as you keep up with the 10 years, 1953, 1963, 1970, 1983, 1993, 2003, 2004, that is the year we were to have our great departure with them. Meaning that when Bob and I was in New York in the same places, we were supposed to be taken up and taken out of there. And I remember disappearing. I remember that part. I just remember waking up like, why am I still here? Because I was in the holding facility in New York. And Baba said, we were to have our great departure with them. Yet this took place. The disagreeable ones of Enlil sons did this. They had you placed in New York. The reason you were to be taken along with me, I arranged that. Well, the wicked ones found out about our abduction in 2003 through 2004. So I was up in the air in a plane. And once the plane landed in New York, I was taken to a small room, lead-filled walls. Then the whole of New York was blacked out, if you remember. The lead walls and blackout made it impossible for the aliens to locate me. They saw you, yet could not find me. So they had to depart. If you look it up, you will see it's true. And that year, a UFO was seen by many in New York. That was them. They had to depart before the vortex closed and could not return until 2013. Yet the people, meaning members of the tribe, were not ready, all fighting each other. So they sent me to my hybrid daughter, half gray, Lou Kat. She asked me, am I ready to depart yet? I was very sick at the time with angioedema, a shapeshifter's disease. So I was not ready. So all the tribe missed it a second time. The aliens departed. If you look it up, you will see. They say a great meteorite passed close to the earth in 2013. Yet they did not tell the public much. That was the craft again. Don't believe me? Check it out. Well, the next return in Vortex opening will be in 2023. And I don't know if I will even be alive that year. After all, I'm very sick in this skin suit. He is getting weaker and weaker. And as in the movie, as in Starman cinema, I, Yanun, may have to depart Melikah's flesh. We can only rejuvenate the human's telomeres, yet for only so many cycles of flesh and blood cells. And he was granted the use of others' life, as you read in the holy tablets, how one can get time from another lifespan. Well, he used other lives he would have in the future, so others he gave of his 1,000-year life to help others since he been here. Many back in Brooklyn who came to him who were themselves very ill or a loved one was very ill, and he gave them his own lives to live on. We disagreed with that, yet he did it again and again, and now his lifetime is up at the age of 72. So if he does not get to the great craft, Yanun will have to depart this or his skin suit. I wonder, do you understand what I'm saying? He had 1,000 years of lives, and he chose to heal others, even bring some back to life that was spending of his own time. If you remember, back in the 70s, none who was with him got sick or died. Some came sick and by his touch was healed, and others had passed over and he called them back. That was spending his lives to bring a earthling back. He had to spend 120 years, Genesis chapter 6, verse 3, for each. Well, he spent most of his extended life. Then you had all of those feminines draining him of Mafkuzet, Inpu, liquid gold. That also weakened him. I just wanted you to know why these days he is so weak and sick, and that his time is running out, while selfish people still try to use and abuse his kindness. Some even some who are his own DNA with their mother's selfishness in them. They really don't care about him because he did not know how to love as humans or act like a human father. They don't understand what he is. Melikah has emotions and tried to express them, yet Yanun, as an alien, does not have the earthly emotions. So Melikah was inside, lonely, all these years, crying out to be understood and was not. And now all people think of is what they can gain from his life. He does have some DNA children who are like him and feel him. He knows that as well. Their love for him helped him. Most were too young to really know. How much they meant to him, yet they are growing to feel him and want to heal him as hybrids. Some have the power, must use before they get drained by humans, males and females, who like him, they will replace the need to understand love and understanding of lust, which weakens aliens. Well, I don't even know if you understand all this, yet we felt to tell someone in case he don't make it. You have it. Of course, people will say that sounds crazy. That is what the Adamite genes does to them who live by faith and not their fate. Those who live by belief and not relief. So I just had to tell you, you have the record to know the next vortex opening is 2023. And again, most will miss it, not be ready. Our close on 2060. The 60 is the hour. Revelation chapter 14, verse 7, 18, Revelation chapter 18, verse 10, 17, 19, from 1970 to 2000 was the 30 years of the half hour. Revelation chapter 8, verse 1. And from 2000 to 2030, the next half hour. And finally, 2000 to 260, the final hour. Well, let me...
Didn't I tell y'all that?
understand what he is. Malachi has emotions and tried to express them, yet Yanun, as an alien, does not have the earthly emotions. So Malachi was inside, lonely, all these years, crying out to be overstood and was not. And now all people think of is what they can gain from his life. He does have some DNA children who are like him and feel him. He knows that as well. Their love for him helped him. Most were too young to really know how much they meant to him, yet they are growing to feel him and want to heal him as hybrids. Some have the power, must use before they get drained by humans, males and females, who like him, they will replace the need to understand love and understanding of lust, which weakens aliens. Well, I don't even know if you understand all this, yet we felt to tell someone in case he don't make it. You have it. Of course, people will say that sounds crazy. That is what the Adamite genes does to them who live by faith and not their fate. Those who live by belief and not relief. So I just had to tell you, you have the record to know the next vortex opening is 2023. And again, most will miss it, not be ready. Our close on 2060. The 60 is the hour. Revelation chapter 14, verse 7. 18. Revelation chapter 18, verse 10. 17, 19, from 1970 to 2000 was the 30 years of the half hour. Revelation chapter 8, verse 1. And from 2000 to 2030, the next half hour. And finally, 2000 to 260, the final hour. Well, let me close for now, praying to read from you soon, and that you will let my words be known, and that you put aside Revelation chapter 18, verse 10, 17, 19, from 1970 to 2000 was the 30 years of the half hour. Revelation chapter 8, verse 1. And from 2000 to 2030, the next half hour. And finally, 2000 to 260, the final hour. Well, let me close for now, praying to read from you soon, and that you will let my words be known, and that you put aside your human emotions and try to help him, as he knows you love him like some of his DNA children who will read this and know why they feel so strange. Well, did you see that cinema? Gods of Egypt? Note how taller they are over the mortals. Notice also that they bleed gold. Note also they live 1,000 years. And notice so much more. That was how we lived when we came here 450,000 years ago. And Adam made the Adamites 6,000 years back from 2000 with love, old man time. So this letter, as Baba was saying in the letter, that he said that gods, we lived longer than humanoids, and that we bleed gold, right? That's why they called us the golden children, because of our blood. He said that before he got incarcerated, he had 1,000 years of extra life that he would give to other people. When he saw them dead, he was dying, he would bring them back to life. He would heal people. And each time he did it, he was giving up his lives. Now he doesn't have none for himself because he gave them all for humans.
Roll back.
Roll back.
So what's going on? What's the motion?
None. I just seen you was posting Tab Jet.
Mm-hmm.
So I just was like, what is this? I see you called me the day before she did that whole slander campaign about me too.
Mm-hmm.
What was the conversation? What was the call about?
What was I calling you for? Because I was calling because I spoke to young elder about about Tabitha. He was telling me that what you were saying. So my thing is call the person. So
Who, Tabitha?
no, call you.
Oh, see, when I was talking to Tabitha, she told me, remember that time that I gave you her phone number?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I spoke to her after that, she was telling me how she was trying to get us on a three-way conversation, and she kept saying that you didn't want to be on a three-way conversation with us. But I already peeped what was going on, so I'm not even bothered. I see what it is. I don't know if you know, but she was banned from being able to speak to my father, in which I have proof of that from a lawyer, because she's a felon that has been messing up my father's writing privileges as well as talking conversations, because she's been pretending to come in there, pretending to be his wife. So, that's one thing. But, anything that y'all got from her right now is old. What's up, y'all? Peace, love, and light, everybody. I know I ain't been live in a minute. Is social media be overwhelming? Y'all don't even know how y'all could do it. It's a little overwhelming.
How long ago was it that they cut her ability to communicate with him?
So far, from what I heard, it's been about a year now.
Mm-hmm.
It's been about a year now, because I'm getting direct messages, and he even wrote a message to the house in New York stating that she is messing up all of the people that's trying to work with him, that she's going after the wrong people and stuff like that. But hey, to each his own. I know people gonna believe what they want to believe no matter what. I got to that point in my life with right. What's up, young elder? He said, wait, y'all. Right. Peace, love, and light. But I got to that point where I realized that, people gonna listen, they're gonna believe whatever they want to believe no matter what, whether it's the truth or not. People just have this thing in their mind that they want to believe whatever they want to. So to each its own.
I don't know if they're gonna let me pull you up, bro. They been acting funny with my lives. See if you can
Who?
talk to young elder.
Oh.
Oh nah, try now, young elder.
Because
So
trust
yeah,
me, I got a most
when it came
recent
down to that,
conversation. I have a most
she
recent conversation from last week from my father. So
okay, so here go the thing. She not in communication with him right now via the letters or none of that. You spoke to him like a week ago.
mm-hmm.
What was the basis of the conversation?
He telling me basically to keep his stuff going out there.
Roll back.
Hey, peace. Look,
His message.
I'm
Peace.
I'm trying to get it back right, young elder. I had to
Basically.
take a long break on my voice.
oh yeah. Hey, don't worry about it. I got so many damn tapes to chop up. It ain't. I still got to do that tape we did on the Masonic shit. I still got to chop that tape up. I'm working on them. I still got to finish the two more episodes of season 1 of the Uma York boys. I still got to do the Contel Pro tapes. I mean, I'm still, man, like, damn, motherfuckers calling me to do this. You got to go here, go mow this yard, go do that.
Yeah,
So I'm like, I'm trying to find
Yeah,
time to do all this shit.
So real quick, he said keep getting his stuff out there.
Yeah,
You care to
basically,
elaborate?
like, he was aware about the recantments being put out. I honestly, he's aware that young elder is doing it. I've spoke to the administration in regards to getting some of their stuff put out on a platform in regards to his case. I told them that I'll talk to young elder about that. His main thing is he wants people to know that he's innocent.
Right.
And to put out, all of the stuff in regards to his case that has been, wrongfully done. It was a lot of stuff dealing with his case that we all know was, some straight bullshit. So he's
basically clear
he's
his
big
name.
on, he really wants, he wants his name to be cleared. You know what I'm saying? Because he's working on what he's working on, and he wants his name to be cleared by any means necessary. My next step is because he's no longer talking to other people, and I don't want to say who, but he's no longer talking to other people that he was in communication with, due to now him acknowledging what's happening and what's being, put out there. He can see what's going on right now, so
Yeah,
yeah.
that came through too. That confirmation came through. Pop been paying attention to this
Mm-hmm.
whole shit,
Right.
but they underestimate them. People underestimate who we dealing with. I think it's unfortunate that a lot of people didn't want to join in the fight of clearing up his name, right? And I don't think it's necessary to go into a naming campaign at this moment. But there are a lot of people, including some of his children,
Oh yeah.
who pushed
No.
back when it came down to clearing the name and said they didn't want to go through that. So here go the thing, right? I think I'm piecing together what's happening, because I was just telling them, like I said, Uma, yes or no, did I say to you on the phone? I said, don't underestimate Agent Smith that might be trying to get in to make you think that young elder took that video down. You remember me talking to you about that?
Yeah.
There was a four-way that was lining up, and I understand all the math to it, and I don't have the voice to explain it. But there was a four-way lining up with you, myself, young elder, and Tabitha Jet. There was magic done to split that up as soon as it
Right.
started. As soon as it started, listen, I've been holding on to the rope. As soon as it started, I saw where it was coming from and what the intention was. The intention was, and it's always about an intention, send them spiraling in different directions.
Mm-hmm.
But don't nobody send me no motherfucking where. So I was standing there holding on to the rope, doing my best to pull everybody back to the center. And that was the reason why Tabitha Jet blew up on me. And she was like, don't be a middleman, da-da-da-da. And I was just trying to give her the information on not just what the brother Young Elder was relaying about what happened with her situation, but also the fact that Young Elder has the ability with his platform to get her to more people also.
I mean, you sound like you were saying the same thing I was saying to her, and she got mad at me for not going on her platform. She literally got mad because I didn't go on her platform to go slander people on her platform. So this is it's ridiculous at this point. I'm not here to slander people. You get what I'm saying? I'm here to just put out facts and put the truth out there. I do understand that no matter what, the energy you put out, you're going to get back no matter what. There's always some crazy kook out there that's going to, come up with something. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, I'm not in this competition. Like, I'm sitting back and I realize it feels like there's a competition going on here. Like, people,
Yeah.
they want to be on social media to get their followings up and all of that. I'm not with that shit at all. I'm not. I do appreciate people that follow me and stuff like that, and whatever, but that's not something I'm looking for. I'm not looking for, like, even down to, the fundraiser was basically to help for me to get to my father through another lawyer, because my father's tired of talking to me through other people, through
Yeah, somebody had a question. They were saying the conversation you had with Pops, that was on a phone call or writing.
Oh, that was a conversation.
Facts. So yeah, a few different things. The reason why I try to get in contact with you, the brother Young Elder is here, is because the brother Young Elder was letting me know what was being said about Tabitha Jet. So I was going to come directly to you and ask for more, not only confirmation, but information on why you were saying those things. As far as her trying to get you on the phone and me on the phone, I think that was the day either I called her, she called me, or she called me and wanted to speak. And she was like, I'm about to get Uma on the phone. I said, no, just you keep speaking. I said, I want you to be able to continue to say what you're saying. So she's telling the truth about that. I don't know if the context or the background she provided as to how I said it is on point. I wasn't like, nah, I don't want to. It was saying, nah, I want you to keep, because she got on the phone and got the streaming things. And when that happens, listen, there are certain things that she done said to me like, yo, I'm going to tell you this. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but you can't say this to nobody. And I haven't. You feel what I'm saying? That's those types of things I let stream. So I did say, no, you don't got to call Uma. Just keep streaming. So that did occur. Other than that, it seemed like that was the last piece, because if she's not in communication with Pops and this is crazy because young Elder was asking that. He was asking like, yo, how is she able to do all of that? And,
Yeah, she's a
she's a felon.
felon, and she's a felon. Yeah, she's a known felon that was in a federal penitentiary for theft. Which I think is interesting that she's still finding a way to maneuver around. But also what happened was we had a conversation, and in the midst of our conversation, she slipped up and said, oh yeah, because that brother Coffrey, he be the one sending me money. They be sending me thousands of dollars. That's what she said to me. She's like, they be sending me thousands of dollars and this, that, and the third, to help your father, just to get lawyers in to go see your father and stuff like that. And I asked her, I said, Caffrey, you talking about the guy Water? And she was like, yeah, I think that's his name. I said, yeah, that's the dude that was with Polite. That day when they tried to kill me, he was with Polite. So it's not a coincidence that these people, that you're with them, or it was just, she slipped up.
So here what I think is an interesting piece right here, right? I don't know what's up with the Caffrey. Ain't that nigga named Sanan? I don't think it's
the dude Carefree. I don't know I might have his legal name down somewhere in
Sanan was another name that he went by.
Nope, Saneb is Akif.
No, Sanan.
Sanan. Okay, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, because I've been hearing, I know people by voice first. But here's what I'm thinking is possible, right? Because I know that story with Brother Polite, you explained that, right? There's only one thing missing about this conversation. Tabba Jet ain't on here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because when that happens, where it's like, okay, what are the pieces? The pieces is she got this to say about you. You got this to say about her. And from somebody who don't know either of you, okay? My whole life has been based on what this is. Mm-hmm. I can see that it's not that there are inconsistencies in what y'all are saying. It just seems like y'all putting pieces where they may not go. Like, okay, let's look. Take a deep breath for me.
I just did. But
I heard it.
Take
another one though.
But no. But this is what people have to understand. This is something that I think a lot of people need to understand. This is actually my biological father. And I'm going against somebody who's my father's stalker, somebody who wanted to be his wives, who's wombless. You get what I'm saying? This is her attack. Her attack is personal on a different level. She's going after certain people for a reason. You get what I'm saying? She's not working. She might say she's working for him, but she's really not working for him. And hell, the priest in Kenya was the one that told me that when I was working with her. He told me to watch out for her ass. He said that woman's, he said, was
If y'all can get Uma and the brother Young Elder back in here. Because like I said, they've been shortening my lives lately. They don't let me be on live for a long time no more. Yeah, Uma, that they've been they as my account, so they don't let me. Oh, I didn't cut you. Yeah, please continue.
Sheesh. Where was I?
So okay.
Speaking about the shaman in Africa, where
the priest, yeah.
Yeah, because annually my father gets a ritual done.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to make sure that ritual got done. And I had asked her for help, but then when I spoke to the guy spoke to her, he was like, she's telling me one thing, and she was like, and you're telling me another. He was like, this is really weird. He was like, but I could only go off of what the oracles in the mountain say. But this is probably a little TM. This is a little too much for people. They probably like this. Like
They ain't gonna be able to
Dungeons
hear
and
it. It's,
Dragons
it's
and
in my ears though. I know all
you know
about
what
that.
I'm saying? Yeah, but it started to look like she works for them pretty much. It started to really look like it. I mean, I know people want to say otherwise. I don't know, but she's banking off of this. These people sending her money or giving her money or however way she's doing it. She's definitely banking on it, and that's really what a lot of these people I'm starting to realize they're doing it for. They're not doing it to help him. They're doing it to benefit themselves. You know what I'm saying?
So here's something that I thought was interesting to that point. Pop said on a call, he was saying to her, he said, how many people came through and used, saying this movement to make money, da 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 da. He said, not you. I'm not saying you. He said, but people did that.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I mean, he's right. And the money's not going to what he wants, at least. You get what I'm
No, I'm saying
saying?
he was saying Cyber Jet didn't have nothing to do with the with trying to use just to get some money.
Oh, no. She was doing it to get the lawyers so she could go in and out to talk to him. She was using a lawyer. She was using money to get lawyers to go in and out to talk to my father. And even every time that she was going in and out to talk to my father, she also didn't mention that he was getting in trouble. I spoke to the lawyer that was going in and out with her to talk to him.
How did he get in trouble for her
Used the
coming in
name.
and talk?
They said she used my dead aunt's name to get in there. She pretended to be my dead aunt.
Who was that, Deborah York?
Yep.
Why did Pops go along with that?
I mean, at this point, to be honest with you, he's stuck where he's at. He can't only do but so much. People have to realize he's being monitored 24/7. That's like people can't be sharing stuff, videos online or social media, his recordings and stuff like that. That's illegal. That means that somebody sat there and recorded a federal inmate conversation. You cannot do that.
Keep going.
Yeah. I mean, I think at this point, everybody, hey, people going to think what they want to think at this point, That's it. Maybe I don't know.
I'm looking to all
You
that.
can,
So,
you can. You see people saying you can.
huh?
No, I said they saying that she can do that a federal inmate can talk to another federal inmate. You cannot do that.
Okay. So I'm gonna look into whether or not the phone calls can be recorded. I'm not the type of person that's gonna be on some, I believe this. I don't know if you can tell by now.
Oh no, don't shut. You know what's so funny?
Yeah.
I don't take people for anything but what they show me.
Right. So I'm front door. I hope that's clear by now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like all that background shit. So I'm gonna look into everything. That's just how I was raised, and that's how I was raised. So I listened to her, what you call it, the YouTube video, the Uma York video. I listened to it, and I listened to the call that Pops gave or was having with her, and I think it's still something common about what he's saying. He's saying to her that she's really thinking about herself, and he's trying to get everybody to think collectively, because while everybody's doing their own thing, he's being tortured. He's being handled a certain way. This is what he was, and I don't think it didn't seem to click for her, right? Because she jumped right over it, and even after he pointed it out, he was like, "Look, you just did it again." So here's what I think is happening. I think both of y'all are telling the truth, and that is possible. It's possible that two people could be telling the truth about some shit that seem like it's contrasting, something that I specialize in breaking down, and the shit still be right there in the center. That's why I stand there. And she said, "Don't be a middleman." Well, here's what I found interesting. I got a call. I got a call from my brother okay, one of Fred Bodie's sons on his side, my brother on my father's side, right? He was standing in front of Tom Murray. This happened less than a month ago. And he said, I got a call from Baba G, whoever Baba G is in the community. I've heard the name, right? There's a few of them, Baba K, Baba G, right? He said, Imam Isa has been released from prison. I said this to Tabajek on the phone right after I got off the phone with my brother who gave me that call. She completely, first she paused and completely ignored that and went right back into how she didn't like that I was saying work with young elders, right? So it does raise a green light toward you saying that it's possible that she was cut off from communication within the last year, because if you don't have communication recently, then maybe, you know what I'm saying, you don't have all the ducks in a row as to not only his whereabouts, what's going on with him. However, there are certain things that she pointed out about what was going on with him not having dental care. She said that she helped that happen. She said that he was no longer in the dungeon, right? I heard this, I listen to what people say. He was no longer in the dungeon. He was able to be up and go out in the yard and stuff like that. She was saying that she's done a lot of things for him, and he thanked her for that in some of the calls that were able to, you know what I'm saying, calls for him not to have to go through so much hell while being in there. So here's what I think would need to happen. It may not happen because it's hell enough to get gods to work together. And I think it's safe to say that everybody that's a part of this conversation that's worthy of being a part of it, we're not normal people, right? I don't see you as a normal person. You don't look normal. You don't look human. Neither does Tabajek, neither does Young Elder. I don't. You understand? Everybody that's involved in this has another type of caliber to themselves. And it's hard to get gods or goddesses, or however you want to say it, to work together. I feel that if y'all were able to somehow, some way, line up the whole thing of what y'all are doing and put whatever it is personal to the side, that the process of not only his name being cleared, but y'all being able to know that his feet are on the soil again will be expedited. It's going to happen. Go ahead.
So shall I say that I'm not the one being the child in this whole of this?
Well, I wasn't
me,
either.
you don't see
Listen, I
me
got cussed
creating a
out.
whole
I got a whole
YouTube thing. You know what I'm saying? You don't see me going online. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time I've been online in a long time, actually. I haven't been live. I just been working on my clothing line and fashion shows and other things, you know. And don't get me wrong, still, of course, you know, because he's my dad, you know, it's still a part of my life. And so it's not like something I got to take a break to. It's something that no matter what, I'm still calling and doing this, communicating with people and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And real quick, Sunrise, you talking about something totally different. That they're not a part of the conversation. You didn't hear Atmos give a whole breakdown about how he's not going to fight for his father's name because he doesn't want the quote-unquote blackmail or blackball is what he meant that comes with it. And that LifeWave has been focused on Veggieland. They don't care nothing about Pop getting out. That's why I told you when they had y'all gathered together to say Phase 1 exposed, they didn't make it about Pops. They didn't bring it around to him being free. They didn't bring it around to how we're going to fight to get him out. Listen, they're living in the same lust world that Pop said they be living in. They're living in the same money world that Pop said they be living in. They're doing the same as, you know, if you go listen to it yourself, Sun Ra, if you go listen to the 2004 phone call that was released, right? Nuwabi is still under the spell. He did everything but say these people's names. He did everything but say the names. He said they were going to do the vegan thing, the vegetarian thing, run with the products, right? He said that some people were going to take stuff, make license plates out of it, hats out of it, shirts out of it. Listen, he did everything but say these niggas' names, Sun Ra, and you know what I'm saying. He said people were going to make a great deal of profiting off of this.
Him.
But when it came down to fighting him, look how quiet it got. You understand? So no, that's not the same thing. Why would you have to ask yourself, why would they go against me? If my whole thing is fight for Pops and get Pops out and fight for the green light and combat the amber light that got out of order, okay? then why would they go against me? And why would Atmos bring himself to even think that it's appropriate to make a whole video explaining why he wouldn't say his father's name? Does he think that just because he's the biological child, that he's the only one who faced scrutiny for being associated with Dr. Melakazi York? Does he think that when I was in pre-K trying to explain to my teachers about this great man, that I wasn't ostracized immediately? Okay. Does he think that when it was time for me to enter into competitions, even leading into middle and high school, that I faced scrutiny by my teachers thereafter if I entered Dr. Melakazi York's name in a competition,
Imagine
to the
being
point of which,
his kid, though.
huh?
Imagine all of the backlash you get as his kid.
Yeah, imagine all the backlashes you get as anybody who walks alongside the master teacher.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that it's not the same exact thing. No, I'm saying I didn't stop. Listen, if we go down a list of all the different ways that we've been scrutinized against in our life, I'm sure we'll have the same amount of events. It won't be
Be
the
honest
same
with you,
event.
that's why me and Ahmos don't talk. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, we can have conversations randomly, but I don't have like anybody who's like against my father, like sibling wise, I can't be around them. Like, cause to me that feels like there's no loyalty within yourself at some point. You know what I'm saying? Because these people created you. You know, how could you not have a loyalty to the that created you, which
Right.
shows you have no loyalty to anything else? That means I can't trust you. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at things, and I don't know, maybe that's just
No,
how I look at
it's
things. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
the
Not just
righteous way.
speaking to him in general, but I'm just saying in general, that's how I feel. Not just him, like just GP. Like,
He told
you
y'all,
know.
listen, he was saying to he was right back, young elder. He was
Hey,
saying
Robert.
to 19 Keys, he was like, yo, please don't say Dr. York name. He's like, Faise keep talking about 19 Keys, gonna say, he said, please don't say his name, because you're gonna get blackmailed, right? Again, I think the word he's trying to use is blackballed, right? Or blacklisted. But listen, the blackmail has already taken place. You feel what I'm saying? And it was starting with these same exact beings or people who were around Pops. So I never, listen, I'm gonna say it to you again. I never called myself one of his children. I never claimed to be Dr. York's biological child. I know a lot of his children had hands in what took place. And I know that there are children of his that didn't. I know that there are children that want him in there. I know that there are children that don't want him in there. I don't have time in my life to be troubled or conflicted about who's who and how they feel about what I'm doing. All I say is everybody come home. So there was no reason to come against me at this point. Now, let's say, all right, what he say? Atmos said this. He said, clear his name up. Then we'll come out. That's an oxymoron and counterintuitive. How about you help us clear the name?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you come out only when the name is cleared? I wasn't raised a coward, is my point.
Yeah.
I was raised a soldier. If I have to fight every time I say Dr. Melek, listen, my voice has been hoarse for 2 weeks. Do you want to know what I've been talking about? Dr. Melakazi York. Listen, Mrs. Faye just told me before I came back on here. She said, Omari. I said to her, she said, I love you. You need to rest your voice. Am I listening? No. Am I going to pay for it? Probably. And that's okay. That's what happens when you give a fuck. So listen, we've all been scrutinized. We've all been ostracized. What young elder just commented, we've all been persecuted at the righteous namesake. I didn't condemn or send any of these people from lightweight, any of these people to hell. All I wonder is why turn away from the brother who never put down the rope? You can't find a time in history where I put down the rope. You can't find a time in history where I was screaming now on behalf of Dr. Melakazi York. So what I'm leaving it at is, son or not, daughter or not, right is right.
You know,
Wrong is wrong. And true is
I'm gonna
true.
tell you, I've been, you know, one of his daughters that have been trying to, you know, come talk to my brothers and sisters like, oh, we have to do this, we have to do that. And trust me, it has been hard. Trust me. You know, the only ones that have been there, I think like 100% has been like me and my little brother Moody. That's about it. Everybody else, they seem to be just in their own little lifestyle, and they don't seem to, I don't know, you know, they just living their own lives, you know, learning to adapt to this environment. You know, that's the only thing I can't blame them for. I can't blame them because, you know, they weren't raised out here, so they had to learn to adapt to this environment. So, but you know, at some point, you would have thought that they would at least said, "Yo, you know,
Yeah, because I wasn't.
Pops, like what the
Yeah, I
hell,"
wasn't
you
raised
know?
out here, but I got
Yeah,
out. I went
you would
outside.
think.
Something goes off in you.
Yeah,
Something
I
activates in
never
you.
thought like to myself like my brothers and sisters would just, you know what I'm saying, just not seem like they just don't care. And I think that you know, I think it's just that it's not that they don't care, they don't know what to do. They've been pushed away by the nation also. That's a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother conversation. You get what I'm saying? That you think about it, when you're a child and you're being pushed away and people telling you this ain't yours, you don't belong here, this, that, and this is where you were raised and born at and stuff like that, you know, you know, how do you expect them to feel? A lot of them feel bitter. You know, a lot of them are upset because they were left for practically dead. They were left to survive, you know, on their own.
Righteous. That's why I say, look, I get it. Just don't get in my way.
Hell,
You know,
it's
you listen,
brothers
you
and
can feel,
sisters
they can
that,
feel however they want to feel. And I can only empathize to the point of what I can
I
empathize.
don't think
I'm
they're
not, I'm
I
not
don't think
his.
that they're getting in your way though. Which ones are you talking about? You talking about in regards to Ahmos?
Yeah, I'm talking about
Oh,
anybody though.
that's
I'm talking
something
about
different.
anybody.
I mean,
Listen, nobody's a problem, Uma. I'm sorry. I think sometimes I let off that people are actually an issue. Nobody's a real problem for me. And if there was anything, any level, anybody ever want to take it to, nobody's a problem. What I'm saying is, when it comes to what we're doing, if you have an issue with me, that's personal. But you cannot say you have an issue with me fighting to clear Pop's name, especially saying that you're going to get on to the we support Dr. York train after we clear his name. That's basically what he was saying. He said, clear his name. Then this is your father. You're saying clear his name, then you're going to help us fight? What the
yeah,
fuck is the point? Because
yeah.
the whole purpose is to clear the name. Because
The
what
whole
did he tell
purpose
you,
is to
Uma?
fight. That's the
Right?
fight.
And I'm not going to say, I'm saying, what did he tell you, though? Because we had a phone
What?
conversation about clearing his
To
name.
clear his name.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I know what, listen, everything Pop been telling y'all, I've been telling people. So he get on these phone calls and tell y'all the same thing. He come to you in dreams. He said, go to the building. He appeared to you in all white, right? With the green glow around him, correct?
Yeah.
I put that in my music. I was on the phone with you. Listen, young elder, right? I was on the phone with young elder. I was like, yo, I said, I ain't trying to say too much, young elder, but I listened to that Q song. I didn't write that.
Right.
I didn't write that. I didn't write it.
Yeah, it's
And
definitely 22 years now. Going on
right?
22 years.
And look, in the Q song, I said it. I'll appear in a white robe, green light glowing around me. Right? He told you, go and what? Activate the heart chakra, correct? The green light. The same thing he's been saying. All I'm saying to you is, they got a problem with me. They got a problem with Pops. Because all I am is the vessel for that work. You listen, everybody know until it comes to this situation. The ability to move through people. Yes or no?
Yeah, definitely.
Does he not have the ability to communicate
To
telepathically
communicate
and psychically
to people.
to
Yes, he
people
does.
who are able to be communicated with?
Yes,
So
yes.
I've been surrendered myself at 5 years old to this move. Have this, listen, I'm gonna let brother, I want you to talk too. I'm gonna say this last thing. I was literally talking to Mrs. Faise a while, maybe like a month ago, and I was saying some of this stuff, when I do things, I don't always know why. I just do it because they said do it. You know what I mean? Something coming is revealed to me, say, yo, have this, put together a convergence. I do it. Write this book, call it this. All right, switch the name. I just do it. Stop eating meat. I was not happy about that. Because listen, I'm the 10-piece wing guy. I'm that. They said stop. January 1st, nigga, you cut him. I didn't want to do that. But I did it. 7-day fast, 7 days. All right. And I just do it. So my whole thing is, I listen. If they have an issue with phase 1, they don't listen. He said he make it his business to touch certain people so that he could align with certain people. He made it his business to be able to communicate with certain people. So all I'm asking y'all to do is do the math, right? I went on the Brother Young Elder show, and we did the, I can't remember exactly what show it was, but in there I spoke about Revelation chapter 8, verse 1, right? The half-hour point. And I explained to people, I said, look, it says about half an hour. It doesn't even say half an hour, because about half an hour would have been from 1970 to the year 2002. Half an hour exactly would have been from 1970 to 2000, 30 minutes or 30 years. But in Revelation 8:1, it said about half an hour because they didn't come for him at 2000. They came for him at 2002. I broke that whole thing down. What type of just get on here and read that Pops literally pulled the same exact scripture, Revelation 8:1, right? And explained that was, and what was my album called? Ninth Hour. And I kept saying, this is the hour. Even in the wedding of the Lamb, I said, this is the hour. So everything I'm saying, if y'all are finding y'all way around and communicating with Pops or hearing these teachings or these letters from Pops, and he's saying the same exact thing I'm saying, and I'm not in that cell with him, somebody need to wake up and realize it's way deeper than what people think. Because how does that happen? What you thinking, young elder?
Hey, all I know is Pops came to me and said, help Faise. And then he said, I said, who can you trust? Who can you trust out of anybody? And he said, Care. And then I didn't even know her name was Care, but they called her that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's Khair.
Yeah, Care, right? So like, you know, you can spell that complete, but he said I could trust my baby So them two people right there, Pop verified to me. So that's why I'm helping y'all, because Pops came to me and told me to help y'all. He said, help, I can trust and help Faise in what he doing, because we fighting. You know what I'm saying? This is a whole nother level. I'm on a whole nother level with this. My part is just Revelations 12 verse 7, and I'm with Michael now.
Yeah,
I'm saying that's it.
Yeah. And look, y'all, I can vouch for young elder, man. I don't give a fuck what no nigga say out his mouth. I'm doing a music video. I say, young elder, I'm finna do this music video. We pulling up. I'm thinking he's talking about a whole bunch of niggas alone. No, he's talking about him, his other tool, Bro pulled up ready to go to war behind me. You feel what I'm saying? And there was shit going on while we was out there. You feel
Fucking right.
Right? Niggas sending scouts and shit into the hood. It was all kind of shit. And he ain't never dip out. He was ready. Right? I say, young elder, we got Tabba Jet. Trying to see what she got going on. I know she did this tape, you know what I'm saying? Dissing you all kind of shit. Yo, I don't know. We could still see if she got some shit to bring to the table. What young elder say? He said, Faise, if you with it? He said, I'm with it. Right? He said, whatever you trying to do, I'm with it. So this ain't I can't say because at one point in time, somebody gonna break that character. Character can't last, you know what I'm saying, the test of times. Something gonna happen, you know what I mean? You're gonna be like, whoa, you gonna scratch your head at this shit. Nah, elder cut from a certain type of cloth, and I am too. So I know when I'm dealing with this nigga, like I said to Uma, I said, look, I even said that I know her went out for a while, but she probably can hear me now. I said to her, I said, young elder, the type of person you really want in your corner. I said, and people use that type of person. I say you shouldn't use that type of person. You help and rock with that type of person. You feel me? So here's what I can say when it comes to Tabba Jet. All right? I wish she was on this platform right now. Because whatever she would have, if she got something, if she is a piece, then like it or not, we need to work with her. And if she don't like your position, Uma, it don't matter what she like or not. Like Pops is trying to say right now, she need to work with you. And whatever the confusion is with the young elder thing, listen, she need to work with everybody. Need to be able to, this four need to be able to work and move so that there's finally clarity. Because all I'm saying to y'all is, here's the hardest part for me in the shadow hour. I done built up a platform where I know how to push a button and make some shit go viral. And I can't push the button and it don't be worth shit. All I need is the clarity, and I will push the button. And there is no amount of money, there's no amount of celebrity attention and help and aid that I can't put behind this thing. If I can just get the gods to stop fighting for 1 second in the cosmos, 1 second, if we can just get y'all to stop fighting for 1 second, I can push the button. You feel what I'm saying? That's what we built this up for. Now, will she do that? I don't know. And I'm not saying that we're going to wait for her, right? All I'm saying is this is what he's saying. Because nobody else would have survived this long. No one, they still don't know how the golden child is not gone. They still don't get it. They keep trying to give him the oatmeal. He won't eat it. And every time they turn his back, he put one of the little leaves in his mouth. Right? One of the pillars done went to sleep a few times on that 4 corners that they tried to surround him with. One of them pillars done fell asleep a few times, and he done got out. And he came to Uma. He came to Young Elder. He came to Phase 1. Some of y'all on here, he came to. When I said do phone calls, right? Well, I heard to do phone calls for the fundraiser. 5 people got on the phone and was like, yo, Dr. York came to me in a dream or a vision and said, go talk to Phase 1. Right? And I don't know these people, and a lot of them weren't Nuwabians or Sabians. So what's my point? If you catch what I'm putting down or picking up and showing you, go watch the movie Golden Child. No one, who do you know that would have survived 22 years of torture? 22 years of not being in jail, not being in prison. They're 2 different things. Being tortured for 22 years. He been holding this realm together. He been holding the 4 winds in place. The least people could do is let go of this physical thing that they're so attached to and say, let's pass the test. We already know who ain't gonna pass the test. We can already see them. Just like we told you before. We know Sabria is gonna lag behind. We already know she's gonna do that. You just walk with your family lot and you get out of here. We already know who's gonna lag behind. You feel me? So I just want to tell you that, yeah, I'm listening to everything. I know these Young Elder, I don't trust anybody, but I watch people's moves. And what I can say about Young Elder moves off these apps is he moved like family. That's how I know what type of cloth he from. He moved like family, and he real principle based. And he real patient with people. And all he want is just like me. He want to see Pops home. Why? Go ahead.
Yeah, like Tom and Jet. I ain't never had no beef with this girl. I don't even know her really to have a beef with her. And actually, we was rooting for a while.
Right.
And then I guess she one tape we had made a tape, and we was asking about what happened to the sister because she just disappeared all of a sudden, right? And you know. Ben, I'm connected to Faise dad, and Faise dad know all the old heads like Bun, all them. We was able to get in contact with Bun, right, through that source. And Bun told the brother Marcus, who another brother named Marcus Smitherman, who's in the like close. He was like one of Pop's security guards or something like that back in the day, and he's close friends with Faise dad. They back in the day. So yeah, so we was able to get in touch with Bun, and Bun told them that somebody took the sister out. They said that they took Tabo Jet out, and we said, damn, they took the sister out. I was like, damn, who was they? You know, I was thinking about that when the other day when Faise asked me that, who the fuck was they? You know, Dale Brown them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the motherfucker she was going at on that tape, right? So it's a tape a long time ago. We posted the tape. You can go. I could send you a link to it. It's called 1 through 4: The Truth About Baba Yanun's Incarceration, and it's Taba Jet on there talking, and she going at Dale Brown now. right? And saying that they was doing the casket rituals and bonfires, and she was going in on them, right? So it was like, damn, this sister really exposing them, you know? She really fucking cutting throats on the motherfuckers that fucking with Baba, right? So that's what we had. So we had love for the sister, and we was showing her love. And then all of a sudden, I guess after that part where we made the announcement about what Bun said, that's when she said, "Oh, and this nigga, the young elder, he must be with them niggas, because how he knew I almost got killed and this and that." You know, that's what that part was about. I guess from that part, she just ran with that. That hey, well, he must be working with Bun them or somebody, whoever was in. We're trying to. I don't know if she knew it was. But we've been told her that, hey, Bun the one told us that, you know. So you made it. Then his name come up a lot, and then I heard almost say on one of them tapes that Anthony Evans was one of the ones that came clean and said what he did. And then I heard another. I talked with some more old hits. I've been running an investigation on Anthony Evans, and come across
which is
it's like 50-50. It's like a 50-50 when you mention this dude's name to everybody. It's like a 50-50. Like is he? Some people saying that whether he maybe was a double agent. Maybe the Killer Clowns came to him. Then he told Baba about it, and Baba told him to work with him. Or then some other nigga saying, "Oh yeah, well nah, nigga, that nigga's a double agent because it's a nigga that I know that was in prison, that was in contact with Bun while he was in prison, and he said that Bun was calling him talking like funny about Pops, and that's when he said, you know what, fuck this nigga, I'm gonna cut him off. I ain't gonna want to talk because when this nigga just like me, this nigga that I'm talking about." This old head here. If you start mentioning talking shit about Pops, it's a wrap, nigga. We don't even want. It's a wrap. Like you fucked up. I don't want to talk to you no more. Like I don't really want to deal with you no more. You a different type of spirit. You ain't with us. So he like that. So when Bun started talking like that, he said he cut him off. So you know what I'm saying? That's one. That's another thing. So I'm like, damn, what the fuck is this? What fuck is Anthony Evans all about? Because I'm hearing a lot of like most of the shit is like really is like a 70-50 because 50% says, you know, hey man, you know, be careful when you mention Bun name, right? Then the others saying, hey man, well, it's all shit that okay, this nigga suspect, you know, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't got nothing against Typer J besides her coming out to me. You saying my name? I'm a Gemini. I mean, I took it for so long. She kept going. And Baba said, really Baba told me to let her make it. And I was like, damn, why are you telling me to let her make it? This chick right here, something about this chick. If she come, because he said that, well, she's just trying to get your attention. So I like, okay, all right. But I never could get in contact with her to get on the show until Faise. But then when Faise went and asked her, she cursed him out. So, I mean, what the hell? I mean, you can't win for losing with some people. I mean, you try to help them, then they slap you in their face. You know?
Yeah.
You can't win and lose. Someone to come.
Yeah.
We'll you can't win for losing with some of these people, man. Go ahead. I'm gonna mute up.
Nah, that's all that's true. So, like I said, we'll see.
And even still right now, even though I suspect her as being Cointel Pro because she doing nothing on her page but running a discredited program. Now she was on there teaching. Like she was on there teaching like some classes, then she got the discredit program going, then she teaches some niggas about, you know, something. I don't give a damn if it's the Bible, the Quran, something. Teach us something. And she ain't doing that. Her whole game is discredit. Every fucking tape. And then when she do teach you something, it's she use that to discredit somebody. Whatever she teaching you, she use that to discredit somebody. I was like, damn, this chick is really like confusing me. Why Baba told me let this chick make it, man? And then once she kept on, once that last tape she just put out about Oma, right? And then talking about me up in there, you know, when she put that tape out and I saw how she was doing, and I went to Pops, I say, man, Pops, you gotta let me say something. You say you can say something. I mean, you at least got a right to defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? Against this chick, right? So that's why I was able to say something. But like to me, man, she looked suspect. Like all her way she moved. Like I could tell, like, okay, like if you coming on that, boom, teach us something from you know, the Art of War, grab a book off the shelf, fucking teach us from one of these books. All right, then the next class, bash a nigga, you know, chop a nigga throat off. We don't give a fuck. Then the next class, give us some school, you know. Then the next, I don't like to say school because you know what that means, right? But you know what I mean. Yes, give us some school, or give us some information, or some affirmation, mid-information, something. Don't just bash niggas every tape. Now you making me start to think you part of the Killer Clowns because they got a tactic called discrediting, and they ran that shit against everybody, including Baba. And they ran that shit. Look, man, they ran that shit so hard. They gave the worst bad jacketing to Baba. They bad jacket everybody. They said Jeff Fortman was gangbangers, and these niggas rocking faces and dressed like Hebrews. Don't like gangbangers to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's always she just looks suspicious. Top of Jet just looks suspicious on that point that she just her job is to go down and beat. I understand you going to Dale Brown and all them, but she attacking little kids that's under 12 years old. They don't even got fucking the right to defend themselves. A kid that's 12 years old, she fucking got them on the board, fanging them. What kind of person is that? I'm just saying, man. Ain't no way I'll fang a 12-year-old, even if it was fucked up, because it's got to be something deep to that. If a 12-year-old is getting fanged on a board as a black devil, I mean, I'm saying that's fucking crazy. Don't nobody find that wrong with it. And then, not to mention, Faise, not to mention who
I didn't even watch it.
Huh?
I said I didn't even watch it.
I'm talking about in other tapes. In other tapes, I don't know if it's in that tape or not, but in other tapes, she talking about a 12-year-old kid, saying that this 12-year-old kid is a black devil, and she's working with the feds and this and that. A 12-year-old kid. Yeah, man. So that type of stuff look like either she just crazy, and she could be crazy. I got an auntie just like Tyler Jet named Tamika, and she crazy like that. So she just be going and she'll fucking cuss everybody out. You know what I'm saying? You got that type of auntie that'll curse everybody. Give her that shit curse. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, curse the fucking president out. My auntie told motherfuckers to kiss her ass. Yeah, I'm telling you. So you got that auntie. She look just like my aunt Tamika too. She act like a crazy. So you it's different perspectives. I ain't me. I'm a Gemini. Matter of fact, say I can hate you today and then be shaking your hand tomorrow and be cool and become cool with you, friends with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't hold no grudge against nobody.
So look,
unless you're just an evil motherfucker. This is just an evil motherfucker. You know
so check this out. Check this out.
Go ahead.
Tyler Jet be speaking the truth though, right? So let's get into it, right? She be saying a lot of shit where it's like I already know what she's saying, and they check out. So at the same time, everybody be saying some true shit. This is what I'm saying. This how this work. Everybody's saying some true shit. Sometimes it takes for a motherfucker to be able to stand in the center and be like, look, what you saying is true. What you said, cause look at here go I look at it, right? What she said to me was she was gonna help Uma talk to her dad. I was like, okay, that's cool, that's honorable. But if you was gonna help Uma talk to her dad, then where all this come from? You didn't know all of this before you helped Uma talk to. So then it's like, okay, what was the reason of you helping Uma? What happened from you helping Uma talk to her dad to now Uma got a whole show on her? You with me? That's what I look at. That's what I'm trained to look at. So all I'm saying is, okay, it seems like everybody got their foot somewhere. Okay, we don't mind people wearing Nikes, Jordans, whatever, Ewings, whatever shoes. You can wear whatever shoes you want, but when you start stepping on people's shoes who walking in the same direction, now we got a question and say, okay, then why are you doing that? Not because of it. Listen, I could say, okay, she just got some personal with your elder. I could say she got some personal with Uma. I could say that. But when it comes to me, it's like this, right? I don't understand what would possess a person to lash out against me. I don't understand it. Other than let's stand in the neutral center. Other than the fact that somebody tried to kill a young elder, right? So
yeah, right.
You feel me? And she's an elder, for lack of better words, but without using the offensive intent. She may be stuck in her ways, and she may not be trying to hear that shit when it comes to her life, because she only get one. So I'm starting to see what could have happened there. Maybe just because of the statement that you made of her being gone, she took it to me, literally, that you had something to do with it, and she's not trying to hear nothing beyond that. If that's the case, then like I told you in the beginning, I can't do nothing about that. But did I not come to you, young elder, and say, I'm gonna see if we can get Top of Jet on board.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, like I say, I don't even know I don't know nobody really. I'm like an outsider, like looking in. I'm a
Right.
type of nigga that somebody told me on the streets about Dr. Malachi Z. York, and then from there I started studying this stuff, and then from there I started like just talking out of this stuff, and then I run into your dad, and then I meet your dad. Boom, your dad take me like under his wing to like start teaching me, and then there's another dude that was with your dad named Mark Brady. I don't know if you know Artun Ray. Yeah, so he like it was just me. It's us going like this teaching these boys, and then they were just saying like, yeah, man, you got just like a big imagination and this and that, and they started like showing me what books to go read and all that, and all the tapes. I started listening to every single tape. I'm like an outsider. Like I don't know shit. I'm just somebody that love pops. I just know who he is based off his work. You know what I'm saying? I know who he is based off his work. So I know that he got set up or something got happened was, you know what I'm saying? But I got it figured out now. I know who came out there, the killer clowns. That's who came out there. But use our own people against his own people against him, our people against him to take him down. That's how they always do. They asked them, do they want Jesus or Barabbas? They said they want Barabbas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't want no good guy. They don't want no guy that's gonna help them. Our people fucking kill their own leaders, you know. But they need a leader though. Our people need a leader. Why? Because most of them sheep, and sheep need a shepherd. They can't go nowhere.
Real quick, I gotta ask this question, Uma.
Hello.
Uma, this directly for you, like a real question, right? About 2 nights ago, I got a visit, and this is serious for me, because I don't deal with or bother the Orisha. You understand? I let them be where they are, and I am where I am, and I respect them, and they respect me. I got a visit from one of them, and they brought me into their realm. It looked like a spinning disc ship, purple, right? And there was a lady. It was a lady. She told me her name was Beanie. Do you know anything about Shango's sister, Orisha Beanie?
Shango's sister, Beanie.
Yeah, it was. That's how she was saying it to me. I looked up the list of the Orisha. I never heard the name, and I found Bayani, Bayani or Beanie.
Sound like the same Benin.
No, it wasn't Benin. But if you're not familiar,
no, I've never heard.
Yeah, but see, I hadn't either. I hadn't either. And she was saying to me, here's why I brought it up, right? Because I saw you say Alafia, right?
Yeah, I saw Alafia.
Yeah. She came to me and she was saying, she was like, I did it, meaning I did it. Like she was telling me I did it. That she said, I'm responsible for the conduction. That was the word she used. The conduction of this whole planet. And she was speaking about your father. She talked about your father, and she held both of her palms up to the sky in front of her. And she was saying, praise God. She kept saying.
And you said, what was the color she was wearing?
She had on white.
White.
The color that we were surrounded by was purple.
Okay.
And there was a bunch of faces that popped in and out, right? No bodies. And there was a big face behind her that remind you of the face in the Doctor Strange movie, Dormammu, right? If you remember where he had to keep coming back and doing this shit over and over again. So she spoke about your father being free though. This just happened 2 days ago. Okay, y'all still hear me?
Yeah,
I just got muted out.
Yeah, this just happened 2 days ago. I wanted to ask you that because she was telling me, she said, we're gonna help you. And she said, I don't know if you got to come over here to EFOP for a little while, but she told me she was going to surround me with Loa, is the word she used, Loa. She actually said, Loa. Yeah, she actually said, I was about to say, she actually said it differently, it was Loa. Like it was almost like the O was an E, right? The Loa. And that's how I saw the word, Lewa or Loa. But she said that's what she was going to surround me with those, and that she was going to help me. Now, again, anybody know me for the longest that y'all know me, I don't speak on the Orisha at all. I only got one line in my music where I'm like, yo, speaking about the thunder, right, and Shango, but I don't, that's not my field. They're where they are. But I wanted to bring that to your attention because, yeah, they came to me. It's a whole different conversation happening now. I know people feel the shift. Really, the shift took place after April 1st. That's where the shift came. And you didn't have the planetary alignment, the solar eclipse, all this other stuff happening. Okay? It's 99% of the time outside influence. When you don't know. That ain't you trying to convince yourself that you don't know. Because remember, I told you, you know what you know and you know what you don't know. Okay? But oftentimes, it's outside influence. There are unseen forces moving around you and in you at all times. You might call them photons. You might call it electromagnetism. Right? You might call them quantum fields. You might call them jinn or angels. You might call them ley lines. Whatever you want to call this phenomenon of the unseen and these beings that operate within them, have a field day. It's real though. Do you see the magnetism that pulls the North Pole to the South Pole? Do you see the magnetism that pushes the South Pole away from the South Pole? No. Can you experience it? Yeah, use your hands. Put your hands in front of each other like you're holding a small box. And hold them there in front of you. And then after a while, pull them apart very slowly and push them in very slowly. You'll feel it. So magic rides that grid. Intention, scent, and directions. Catching the wind, the rain, the direction of the spiral of the sunflower, the butterfly wing, the piano key. All right? Chaos theory. Research it. The butterfly effect. Research it. When I said we're going to do the green light movement, not Faise is going to do it. We're going to do it. Not I'm going to put the green light. We're going to. That's magic. Counteracting what they're doing. Go watch the Godzilla movie. The new one that just came out. You'll see a telepathic civilization in tune with themselves and the forces of gravity, connection, magnetism. That's why I tell you, the reason why Mount Shasta feels so spiritual is because of all the electromagnetic activity around that mountain. Ask the Wintu tribe, and they'll explain to you that they came out of the mountain. From under the mountain is what they'll say. What I tell you, one of the greatest defenses of people doing magic on you, don't give a fuck about it. Remember your power. And when it's not only you, do your best to let people know, hey, this is magic. Listen, there are times I'll be about to go live and chaos will happen in the house. And I can't. And it was a live that I really wanted to bring something to the people, or a video I really wanted to complete, and something to blow up. Or they'll use acting officers or police. They'll lock somebody up. I gotta go get them. Or I gotta get them out.
You feel what I'm saying? Most of the times I don't have wheels. So what wound up happening is what I could do by showing up on the scene, I can't do. And I know anytime something moves to try to put myself or any of my people behind them walls, that's magic. It's special. I can't get to them. That's magic. So family, finance, right? Facility, foundation. This is what magic comes for. You've been trying to save money for 3 years and you can't get past 300. It may be deeper than just your habits. It may be your habitat. You may be trapped. Don't mistake the possibility for magic being done with your not having to be responsible for what you do. But ain't it interesting that I just told y'all, yo, they tried to split up. They did magic to split me, Uma, Tabajet, and Young Elder up. I told y'all they was doing it. And they did it. I was trying to tell them it was happening. Weeks have gone by, and because my voice went out from all the speaking that I was doing, it's been quiet. You ain't heard from Rod Hayes, Empress, nobody. When it come to Dr. York, after I explained that, what happened? Uma, get on here, Young Elder, get on here. And we got on here. Only one was missing was Tabajet. And for a second, that's why I always tell people pay attention. There's always a lesson in the experience. For a second, you were reminded of what we were doing. And I told people, I said, look, I've been building a platform. Point me in the direction of who we need to help. Make it clear, and it'll be done. You with me? Just go through the record. Please don't tell me that I made a name by using Dr. York. Don't ever say no stupid shit like that. Because it would have been easier to be full of shit. And I would have got much further by just being full of shit. Because people love full of shit people. No. I told you my story. I told you how I was standing on the land and I saw my Umi crying. Right? When this statue, I'm going to show you the statue. Almost. Was nailed in the ground after they told people they couldn't come back on the land. I stood to the left of this statue, right there by the torso and where that crevice is. And I watched my Umi try to lift it up, and she couldn't because it was nailed. Right? And she just started crying. Tears just started flowing. And I'm looking at her. I'm looking at, mind you, I'm like 5 years old. I'm looking at the statue, then I look back up at her. And I'm like, what is this? What am I a part of? Then I looked around. I saw the pyramids destroyed. We walked further into the land. I saw where they had burned the books, scattered the books, tossed mattresses, all kind of stuff, tore stuff out the wall. And we just trying to grab everything we can. Grab the children's Bibles, right? There was books that Pops wrote about people don't know about. We had Bibles that had our images in them for children. that even before you read the big one, you read a version that's for you to overstand. You got all the Jonah story, and I remember. Right? Everything was scattered. And I just asked, I'm like, who? And all I could do was just think about Tama Ray while I was there. I'm like, damn. So as a child, I'm saying, who would want to destroy this? I was like, who did this? You know what I mean? Because you walk in your room and somebody mess up your room, you thinking like, who messed my room up? So as a child, I'm like, yo, who did this? Why would they want to do this? It's peaceful here. We didn't do nothing to nobody. I couldn't think of nobody hurting nobody. Why we can't come back to Tama Ray? What's up with this? So I've told you this story. This is a true story. In that Letter to 21 Savage song where I said, folks talking about we was abused without asking us. I guess they don't care how that scrutiny battered us. I had people tell me that I was abused. And I'm telling them, I don't know anybody that was abused on Tama Ray. That it was the safest place I've ever known in my life. It was safe on Tama Ray. Now, beyond them pillars or them pylons, I can't vouch for what they call, you know what I'm saying, beep, beep town. Right? You might know what the beep, beep is. Nigga, you know, them folks will pull up and blow the horn. Y'all know. If you know, you know. If not, young niggas, don't worry about it. Listen, it don't even happen no more. They just DM them now. They don't even blow the horn. We can't for Beat Beat Town and what they had going on. And what's crazy is that ain't they shit. So people thinking, why would you build this in the middle of Yankee Town? Right? And it wasn't that he built it in the middle of Yankee Town. Yankee Town was built. Listen, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. I don't think you'll understand. They shit was built on top of our shit. So like we come to our house and you set up shop in our house, we start taking the shit that you had in there out and putting our shit back in there, and you want to lock us up. This is our house. What are you talking about? So, you know what I mean? This is just what it is. You gotta ask yourself, biggest story in history when it comes to the Western Hemisphere, and they swept it under the rug. You know what I mean? You ever walked outside your house and seen something like this? No, you saw the opposite. They tried to pull the racist card. Why is he black? Why was he ever white? I mean, I'm just saying, his color shouldn't matter. Well, then you should have never given him a color. But what was his color? Oh, we don't have to talk about. No, let's. Allow us. We shall. Well, we're just going to lock you up. Whoa there. That doesn't seem fair. I'm going to teach the people the truth about who they are, where they are, why they are, and you're going to lock me up for that? You with me? So it's a collaborative effort. Bro, Butterville, let me tell you something, bro. You're not preparing to go to the heavenly kingdom again. You don't actually care about going to the heavenly kingdom. It's just convenient to question actual works. It's just convenient. You don't have a seat, fam. You don't have a seat. I know it won't make sense, but here's the truth. Chances are you're already in hell and you're just waiting to die. So I wouldn't be on live if I were Butterville J. I'd be trying to find the quickest way to get my soul right. This ain't about me. This is about you. It's about you. It's not about me. But what answer do you want from me? Why are you on my live asking about the kingdom? If you think the kingdom coming, bro, there are wildernesses for this, okay? Go. Fast. 40 days. They gave you the formula. Get off here. You with me? Okay, well then if you're perfectly fine with God, well then great to meet you. We need someone like you. Go teach. Get off here and go teach. And bring people to be perfectly fine with God like Butterville. Do y'all ever be noticing what y'all names be? If I was perfectly fine with God, my handle probably would be perfectly fine with God. It wouldn't have nothing to do with margarine, salt, butter, any type of spices. You get where I'm going with this? It have everything to do with like, unless you're talking about like the Last Supper, then I could get it. But you didn't do that. You opened up with Butterville, Jay. You with me? So how is that helping people get to the kingdom? I know the kingdom ain't called Butterville. You with me? I didn't read that. Revelation 21. It didn't say, and Butterville came from the cabinet and landed. You know what I mean? And the mustard reigned forever. I didn't see none of that. Now, I am focused. I'm just saying, are you focusing on what you said? We got to be fair. Because how I'm focused on what I can't get your name. You with me? I'm just making sure you turn that mirror on yourself. At the end of the day, I got to get off of here. You perfectly fine with God. Selfish. Listen, you need to pass the butter. All right? We already know Nick can't live off of bread alone. Whether it's toasted butter, sliced, Sara Lee, white wheat, bleached, baked, risen, yeastified, little red hen. You need to be helping people get to the kingdom. You don't need to be on here. So I just answered your question. How is any of this? This moment was for you to be reminded of Butterville, of how to get people to the kingdom. Whichever kingdom you getting them to. In the meantime, the message for you is you're not going. What are you going to do about that? They got your soul. I'm looking at it. With me? It's actually a lot shorter than you are in this life. But they have you. How you get out. All right? Don't take that up with anybody here. Take that up with the mirror when you get off of here. How you going to get out of here? I'm not the decider. I'm just like, look, I'm not on Butterville Live. You feel what I'm saying? You got to look at the facts here. No, listen, y'all got to think. If I'm going to speak on what they're saying, pay attention to what I say when I'm speaking it. Let's think about it. Who ready to leave right now? Right now. In this moment, boom. Who will be able to say that they've been living 100% in alignment with the divine? 100% in alignment with a higher self. All right? No negative thoughts. No negative deeds. Okay? Listen, you're not saying it to me. Y'all know y'all not answering me, right? Somebody's like, oh, nah, never mind. Nah, stand back up. Come back to the front. Okay? Perfectly clean slate. Nothing that you could get better at. Do better at. You've apologized to everybody that you've wronged. And if they're not here, you set up an altar for their spirit and apologize that way. Huh? Okay. So none of y'all handles say Butterville. Right? We got Mike. We got Thorough God. You with me? Just like anything other than Butterville. You know what I'm saying? Carmel Jim, 25. Eternally 4. The Real King. Non-Ether. KLZ, 777. There goes God number. You know what I mean? It's like, so here's what I'm telling you, Butterville, they saying listen. You with me? They telling you right now, they're not even ready to go. And they name not Butterville. So I'm saying to you, in a nutshell, get off here, bro. Go put your forehead on that grass. And ask them to show you your soul. Huh? You got told to do it too? Hey, ask them to show you your soul. Ask them this shadow. Say, let me see my soul. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Just get right. Okay, well then, bro, listen, you need to do what I'm doing. You need to open them gates for people to walk through if you're one of us. You don't have to be on here asking me what is any of this doing. That means you can't be, I really doubt that you were really that clueless. I feel that, something might have been vexing you. Maybe I wasn't giving you enough attention. You don't have to confirm or deny anything for me. I did. I answered it with the experience. Jesus spoke in parables. That was a parable. Just get your soul right, bro. And if it's already right, go help other people do it. But okay, so just do the math, right? Do it for yourself. And then we get off of this. What is you sitting on here asking me what me doing is getting people to the gates or the kingdom? How's that getting people to the kingdom? When you sit here and ask me, what is any of this doing? If you're perfectly fine with God, then you should be doing it. No, you don't owe me no apology. And I don't know how you could have got that I was offended. I said, let's walk there. And again, everything you answered was for you, not for me. You said you're perfectly fine with God. There's nothing else. I wouldn't think of nothing else that means that you're a Buddha. So then, okay, a Buddha leaves. Or they stay. And if a Buddha is still here, they have a job to do. You will never see me on anybody's live doing what you're doing. And I'm perfectly fine with God. I'm perfectly fine with God. Yeah, exactly. So the thing I used to tell people on Clubhouse is always a lesson in the experience. Always a lesson. So, yeah, that's the story. Y'all know where I'm coming from with this. Right? I put people on. Show people. You know what I mean? I never said I could vouch. I never said, you know, you got to go through me. None of that. I just said, hey, look, y'all. Here go the walk. This is what we finna do. One foot after the other. One foot after the other. Y'all better stop with the butter jokes. I can't believe it's not butter. All I was saying, listen, all I was saying is, you know, he would have probably had like another name on it. I don't know. You perfectly fine with God? Boy, I would have had a Bible by now, a book, something. Something. But no, the sad truth is 1,000 people will line up. 999 will go to the fire. One won't. That's the truth. That's the ratio. That's what we dealing with. You look to your left and to your right. Right? Those two ain't going. And based off the odds, chances are you ain't going. You with me? If you want to know how many people are really going to exit hell, how many people you think when they have sleep paralysis, they have a pleasant experience? Bro, if you already been caught, why you standing over here? You should be your ass on the craft. Ain't no way in the hell I'm gonna be called and be sitting there on somebody live. You with me? The games is over. People don't really want the kingdom to come. Yeah, and a lot of people experience demonic attacks, all kind of shit. And I'm speaking from experience. I've had all kind of shit happen. But I've also been on the side to experience Ethereans. Yeah, some people see hat men. They call it a hat or the shadow man. Some people see dark entities. Some people get choked, slapped, all kind of shit. And they be screaming in niggas' ears. Those beings are taunting people though. They basically marking them, saying, wait till you cross that threshold. And they grab them people's soul as soon as they step over there, and they take them down. It's really crazy because they put it in the movies. The Hat Man is a phenomenon that happened decades ago. It still happens sporadically, where people say that during sleep paralysis, they saw a shadow man that appeared to be wearing a brim hat. Simple as that. I had to run the astral projection teacher. All right, y'all. But yeah, so we still on the walk. As you know, I'm just resting my voice a little more. I'll be in the booth. All that's going to be back in motion. I'm grateful for being able to come on here and be this clear, because days ago I couldn't do that.
You with me? You motherfuckers scared too. They scared when I get the back in. Brr, brr, brr. That's all they gonna hear. They scared of that. When are we going blue light? Somebody don't have the books. Somebody don't have the books. I'm about to let you get the books. I'm gonna still tell you. But I'm also about to tell you to get the books. Because all this I'll be putting in the books. There's another batch about to be sent out soon. Yeah, in the X Mark the Spot book, I talk about that. Yeah, we going blue light. Come on now. Speed up. Love you back. Got niggas apologizing and shit. Oh, it's a lot of shit I got to say. But I couldn't really say it. I said, hold on. They say, you got something to say, Faise? Like, no. Never mind. I know why he called it 7-minute drill. Say what, Faise? I said, yeah. Y'all know how long Survive was, right? Y'all know Survive was 7 minutes, right? Oh, okay. Y'all know I mentioned J. Cole and Survive, right? All right. Now go listen to the 7-minute drill song and then see if your ears can pick up. And tell me if J. Cole's 7-minute drill song is actually 7 minutes. All right. Okay. His ass apologizing to Kendrick because he ain't really talking to Kendrick. Some of that shit to Kendrick. Some of that shit ain't to Kendrick. Yeah, all right. Whatever. Anyway. Oh, you really know it? I'm putting you on. Y'all got to know. They all watching. Yeah. Talking about the fans wanted to see blood. No, nigga, the fans wanted to hear y'all niggas rap. Nobody want nobody to... Come on, dog. Niggas wouldn't even use that lingo. They wanted to see blood. And I was just like, I couldn't sleep for like 72 hours. She was fucking up my consciousness. I've got to send back to God, so I'm going to play Love Yours. What? No such thing isn't like that. No such thing. Let a nigga know that he arrived. Bro, take his mic. Bro, you could only have done that at a Dreamville Fest. If your ass would have done that at any concert, anything, they would have flipped that bitch. This is hip-hop. It's a sport. They're like Mayweather getting a jab in and then being like, I ain't even mean that, my brother. So I got my chin put. Take your best shot, my nigga. My chin poked out right now, nigga. Take your best shot. You can punch me. And I'm not even gonna do nothing.
And everybody looking around like, this is boxing. You don't apologize during the match. You punch gloves in the beginning, or touch gloves, and afterward, you touch gloves again, or you can hug up, or you salute each other. But you only do that when it's over. Y'all get what I'm saying? What a day in the life. I feel like he just, that was a grown man to sit, quote one line from the message. Huh? And one sentence explain what is meant by the statement, the bridge is over. What? Finish the sentence. I will. Huh? Shh. You know nothing. You know nothing. You know nothing. What that got to do with him being a grown man business? Protecting his peace. Shh. You know nothing. You not know nothing. It's hip hop. Nigga, it's a sport. You just, they're like hopping on the court with the basketball. It's so many analogies. In the middle, you finna shoot. You just drop that bitch, say, let's sing Kumbaya. Not only can they not hear you, you're in a fucking arena, nigga. All your teammates is like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? And then on the bench, you talking about some, I wouldn't been able to sleep at night. You know, LeBron got a catalog. I didn't want to take that away from him. What? He just got, you know, that's a great brother. Yeah. And as soon as you drop that ball, he grabbed it and dunked on your head. Bro, knee was on your scalp. Because that's my brother. He can do that. He going to have to set up that same exact environment. He got to wear the same red shirt. He got to do the same thing all over again. And he got to be like, psych, nah. He got to put the whole venue together again and say them 2 words, psych, nah, and then walk off. Y'all ever seen a movie where it's like the little person punched the big person and the big person eat that shit and then turn back slow and the motherfucker get the jittering off? That's how it look, how it sound. Bro said, I gotta get back in line with God. So I'm gonna play the song. Love Yours. And in my mind, I'm like, anybody explain to me how Love Yours is about getting in alignment with God? Love Yours is about like loving yours. Loving your life, your wife. You know what I mean? It's always gonna be a baddie on the tour. You ain't never gonna be happy till you love. I would have thought maybe like, probably Crooked Smile. I don't know. I feel like he was just like reaching for like a setup for the song to come in. And they was happy about that because it's a good song. It was just like, I could just imagine the niggas who didn't bop when that shit dropped. that was just standing there flabbergasted. And he just walked off. He went the wrong way. Stop. Get out of here. Came a long way. Went the wrong way. You gotta leave, bro. You gotta leave. You gotta leave. You need to leave. Then he started saying shit. He said, your first shit was fire. Your next shit was trash. No, it's something like your next shit was classic. Third shit, they gassed it. Some shit like that. I'm like, is this nigga? Then I start thinking, what song are you talking about? Was it Pool Full of Liquor? Kill My Vibe? Then I start thinking, like, do Kendrick really got hits like that? Okay, off top. Kendrick Lamar hits right now, boom.
The whole Black Panther album. Like
No, that's not a hit.
The whole swimming pools, like you said.
Okay, swimming pools.
We Gonna Be Alright.
You talking about all right?
Whatever the fuck.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Humble.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
If Tyra was in Crips, all I got on Law, they're probably gun me down by the end of the song.
Nope, that's not a hit.
Yeah.
That's not a hit.
Where you from is if you put a whole group of people in one room and put that song on, everybody's gonna be like, where you from? You
Everybody will be like, where is this from?
People know what that song is.
Okay. I'm not adding that. So,
Loyalty.
swimming pool. Okay, swimming pool, yeah. Swimming pool. All right. Humble. Loyalty. We got 4. DNA. Okay, we can count DNA. But that's not really a hit. Y'all don't understand what I'm saying.
I don't think DNA is a hit.
Hit really is like, okay.
Like
hit.
everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody get it underneath that song.
Exactly. DNA is like, kind of like hip-hoppers and hippie niggas and conscious niggas finally got some shit that they can rap along with.
Not really. I think DNA is more like a TikTok sound. Like it got big because people found this one snippet of the song. But if you were to put on the song and play it through, people would only know that one part of the song.
Facts. I'm about to say, quote one line from the verse.
I got loyalty.
That's not a hit.
I got royalty.
That's the chorus.
DNA, exactly.
So no, we're not counting DNA. It's a fire-ass song, but it's not a hit. Okay, like, to be fair, we're going to go through my shit. I'm going to show you what I mean, right? Okay. King's Dead? No. Sing About Me? No. These are not hits. These are good songs that everybody who rock with Kendrick, even if you don't, you heard that shit, you probably like, this fire. A hit is a hit. Do y'all know what a hit is? She just said it.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody up under it. Poetic justice. Yeah. That shit was banging. Cause, in the thunder and rain. Yeah.
Between Drake's verse and Kendrick's verse, somebody knows some part of that song.
Yeah. I recognize your fragrance. Oh, Love Me. And what it called? Love. Okay, we got 5.
And they're all from the same album.
Yeah. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with
From the damn album.
Other than that, y'all, it's like, nah, gang. ADHD. I don't cap. I don't know that song. So it probably could be a hit. I don't know it. Okay, let's go. Okay, we got 5 on Kendrick. Let's go. Cole, right now, boom. Hits. Automatically.
Can't get enough.
Quote it.
I heard you got a main chick, a mistress and some hoes. I can't get enough. I need that.
Nope.
Yes.
It's not a hit.
If you put it on right now, everybody is going to bop to it.
They might all be Cole fans.
No.
But I never heard that shit.
Then you've been under a rock.
No, I haven't.
Yes.
I'm a DJ.
Anyway.
That's not a hit. Okay.
ATM.
It might be huh?
ATM.
From what? From Kill Our Demons? From KOD?
It's that album that has him. He has his hands clasped and he has all those children's faces.
That's KOD.
Okay, I don't know what it's called, but that one.
No.
See, everybody in the comments is like, can't get enough. They know what that is. It's just you.
No, I'm saying, yeah, I get it, but I also know how hip hop go. That's not a hit.
That is a hit.
That might be a good song for the fan base.
Nobody's Perfect with Missy Elliott.
All right, quote it.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. But you're perfect to me.
That's a semi-hit. I'm putting half a finger up. No, that's not a hit, bro.
Oh, no role models and Crooked Smile, like you said.
Okay, Crooked Smile. Boom, we got a hit.
No role models.
All right, quote it.
No role models, and I'm here right now. No role models to speak of. Searching through my memory, I couldn't find one.
No.
Don't save her. She don't.
Okay, yeah.
See what? You don't.
Okay, I'm just saying, I'm looking for the quote. Yeah. All right, Don't Save It really had everybody in chokehold.
It's called No Role Models.
Okay, I mean, but motherfuckers saying Don't Save Her. I get it. Boom, that's a hit. All right.
Power Trip with Miguel.
Okay, that's a hit. Would you believe it if I said I'm in the type shit?
Work out. I want to see you work out.
Okay, that's a hit.
That's on the same album as the other.
I don't care who album is on. That could have been on the greatest hits of Tupac. Is it a hit? Next. Crooked Smile. Don't Save Her.
It's called
No Role Models. Yeah. What else? The Power Trip. And what's the last one we said? Workout. All right, what else? That's 4.
Can't get enough.
Can't get enough.
Just because
I'm not adding it. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. It's my life. I'm the boss. I'm not adding it. It's not a hit. Next. Nobody's Perfect, not a hit, no.
What's that, Neighbors? I think the
Neighbors Selling Dope. No, that's an intro. It's like an intro type song.
It's called Neighbors.
Yeah, but it's like, that ain't it. That's like an intro song. It's not a hit. Hit is like you go to the hood, nigga, you know what that is.
Oh yeah, apparently.
Apparently what?
Keep my head high.
Nope.
Yeah, apparently.
No. It's a nice song, sounds like it. Never heard it. But it's not a hit.
I was gonna say Forbidden Fruit,
All right,
but
quote
not
it.
everybody knows that song.
Okay, quote it.
Me and my bitch took a little trip down to the garden.
Nope.
Took a little dip. Oh no.
No.
It literally is Kendrick in that song.
In the morning. All right, quote In the Morning.
I don't know that song.
All right, we need one more for Cole. He's struggling.
You said Kendrick was struggling.
Kendrick did struggle, but he got to 5 faster. All right, go. What was some of his old shit? You got a good thing. Ain't that him?
That's Workout.
Oh, shit.
Hey,
Hey, la. Because look, we running out of options, right? Call him.
I don't know what that song is, but can I hit it in the morning? Can I hit it in the evening? That's not really a
That's not a hit.
pop.
Mm-mm.
That's like something that's
Come on, we just need one more. Wet Dreams. All right, quote Wet Dreams.
I don't know what it is.
Not a hit. The two people don't know it from two different backgrounds. She from Detroit. I'm from Atlanta. It's not a hit.
I'm not.
You're from. Oh, you from Michigan?
I'm from Michigan.
Yeah. Same shit. Everybody know Detroit is Michigan. That
You put a finger in the sky if you want. See? Club tripping on top, but you know it only go to 2 o'clock. Put your motherfucking hood up. It's the weekend. Chop it. You never, no? Okay.
I heard somebody put a finger up, but like, what's the hit?
Put a finger in the sky if you want. Put your finger
No,
in the
that sound like no. That sound like the song that you play before you play somebody's shit. That's a hit. Middle Child.
Middle Child. Middle Child is about
Niggas been counting me out.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm counting my
All right, boom. I'll count that. 5. Boom.
You literally quoted it too. Detroit is not the capital of Michigan.
How did I quote it?
You were talking about. I thought you said you was writing a list. I'm checking it twice. Loading the clip.
When did I say that?
You said it the other day.
On live?
No, you were looking at the video.
Oh, he was apologizing?
Yeah.
I probably did say shit like that.
You said that.
Will you have me a Moya, please?
I thought you was loading the clip. Writing the list.
It's all right. All right, we got 5-5. All right, boom. Now, let's go. Phase 1 hits. Source. Now, we got to play this the fair way because I'm not super mainstream yet. So basically, we got to gauge it based off of crowd reaction and, okay, source, range of frequency, screen, clouded.
What's that called?
Survive.
Wheels? No, tires. Tires on the bit. Tires on the bit.
Oh, I never released that.
Oh, really?
So we can't really count it. Yeah, I never released it. Dragon was a hit. Facts. I don't know if we can count Obsessed.
Yep, 360.
We could count Obsessed, but I don't know if we could really. Yeah, we could count it, but I don't think it's fair to count it based off of how I know it will really be merited. 360, yes. F Black History for sure. Goat Killer, yes. Yay Not Crazy. I don't know if I say that's a hit.
Letter to Little Baby.
Letter to Little Baby, yes. The whole raw mix, yes. So we at 11 right now. I'm not. Letter to 21, yes. Yeah, you can count Letter 21. The Homeless album was a hit, but I don't know. We probably wasn't doing albums though. I don't think we did an album, so we really at 11 still. Letter to Sexy Red was for sure a hit, and that wasn't even a song.
Ooh, what's that song that goes? Cave, I always turn my niggas in the cave. Oh,
Caveman.
Yeah, Caveman.
I don't think that's a hit. Like it could, based off of how I'm seeing it. I know what I'm doing, y'all. Closure, yeah. Closure's a hit. Pops is a hit. Facts. We on 14. Right? Faucet. I don't think Faucet is. No. I don't think Faucet is a hit. Proud of Me Yet. I don't think that's a hit.
Q.
Where You At is for sure a hit. We at 15. The Gate was a hit. 16. Ever Wanted was a hit. 17. Imagine Me. I don't know if Imagine Me was a hit. I can't confirm. Oh, we had 17. TT was a hit. 18. Facts. Red Pill. 19. That was for sure a hit. Flowers. No, I don't think Flowers a hit. Flower is a classic moment. Elohim.
Oh, you got 9,000.
Elohim. I don't know. I don't think Elohim is a hit. Touch Me Not. Yeah, Touch Me Not is a hit. What we on 20? We did Scream. 6ix9ine. I don't think 6ix9ine was a hit. We Had Time was a hit. 21. We did Goat Kill, I think. Turnaround's a hit. 22. Gas is a hit. 23. I don't think What's Going On is it. Wait.
What's going on?
Yeah, I would classify 24. Crossroads, yes. 25. Guns N' Roses, I don't think so. I don't think it hit yet, if it was going to hit. We're on 25. In the Way, I don't know. They about to cut the lie, y'all. God for President was a hit, 26. Everybody was a hit, 27. God did, 28. Oh, yeah, what we got? No Friends, 29. Crocodile Tears, yeah, I would give it that, 30. I Can, 31. I think we did Ever Wanna. I think we said Ever Wanna, yeah. If not, 32. Young Brother, 33. 762, who know that? Yeah, 34. Get Up, 35. Yep. I don't think Angel Calling Angel Calling might not have been the hit. We're gonna come back on here, y'all, one more time. Little Big Deal, yeah, 36.